That tale was mostly true, and this one's mostly too. For the sea remembers you, but forgets the lies you knew. Oh, they say we're wanted in Procampur. They say our luck is running out. When you get lost in the Underdark, will anyone hear you shout? Do you ever stop and wonder what's beneath the sea of fallen stars?
Welcome to session 68 of Fool's Landing, Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition, set in the Forgotten Realms. I'm Jamie. I'll be the Dungeon Master this evening. We've got 5 PCs in the party this evening, starting with one of the original players in Adam.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's me. I'm still playing who's oddly alive yet, Bartholomew, a 6th level cleric in service of the Lady of the Mists.
Indeed. Next up, we have Molly. Hello.
Hello. Looks like I got a level. Shaujr is level 6 barbarian now.
Right, that's true.
pretty
Yeah,
awesome.
that happened after your last session. Yes.
Sweet.
So we need to probably catch up on a couple dice rolls there. We can do that here in a moment, but welcome. Good to have you. Next is Wayne. Hello.
Hello. Yes, I am playing a 6th level priest of Voltur, aquatic elf named Sahar.
Good to have you. Next up is Brandon.
Hello, I am Brandon. I am playing Nod. He is a shadow thief. He was level 7. I think last session he got level drained, so he is now level 6.
Yes, I believe that's true. Yeah. And I did try to cap that. We'll look at the XP here in just a moment, but
Technically, we're around a bunch of priests who could cast restoration, so
true.
in theory.
Bart,
In theory.
Bart knows your pain.
Good to have you, though, Brandon. Last but not least is Chris. Hello.
Hey there, I'm Chris. I've been playing Kurza, a nice full elf wizard, level 6, and a level 4 scout. Just had to get something in there to, his early experiences were very violent and melee based, and he just had to pick up some extra skills somewhere.
Yeah, so where we are, on the overall level tracking, as you can see there, we've got it pinned to this for everybody to check it out on their own, but I've got it displaying on the recording now that we are, we've got a couple of folks who look like they're still in pursuit of next level, but most notably, I think Nod, you've fallen back down to the top of level 6. You were hit by a dwarven spirit that gave a level drain effect inside of the tower that you're in right now. And I guess that's a good way to just segue into where we left off, you are all in Procampur in the top of the tower of the Temple of Oghma, and you have, over the course of the last session, made your way into the temple, or 2 sessions ago, I should say, made your way into the temple, and then last session basically located the high priest's quarters, searched it, and on your way back, you were confronted by one of the spirits that seems to come along with the veil. And so the group, I think, regrouped in the top of the tower, where it's already been uncovered and learned that there is a hidden portal atop the pedestal here in this tower apex. So that's the general summary of where we are. You also have 4 of the captives that you saved at sea who have joined you in your group, and they are following along right now as companions. So that's where we pick it up now, in this tower room with the portal hidden basically on the top of that pedestal.
If I remember, we broke in through the city. We didn't come in through the sewer. We came in through the city. We climbed up. And I think our escape route was through the sewer. I think that's
Yeah.
what we were half talking, but I don't think we ever found the exact location.
Kurza and Nod came up the wall to run the ropes for everybody, and then we went down the other side and
Yeah,
brought
there's
That's
everybody
right.
over.
Oh, that's right. We climbed up through the wall right here. There's a little patch of forest and then a little patch of forest. We came here. Trying to think there we didn't find a priest here. I want to say we did a quick search of the area. We didn't find a priest or anything of value. What was it? There were some kind of notes, actually. I do remember we found some kind of notes inside the guy's room.
Yeah, I do believe you found some papers. There may have been a scroll or something to that effect that you gathered.
Mhm.
Hopefully those things are somewhere in the notes.
Oh yeah, you
Good.
gave us handouts, didn't you?
Let's see. I don't know if there was handouts for all of this. There was a
For
handout
that.
for the temple. There's a map of the temple that gives a general layout of the base of the temple that Eliana had given to you. Let's see.
I think I gave it to Kurza. If I remember correctly, I think I remember handing the paperwork to Kurza.
What kind of paperwork was that again?
And we found it inside the priest's chambers. We went in there to go look for him. He wasn't there. We found some paperwork about. I don't remember what about. That detail's leaving me. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I'm just looking at your party loot inventory bag too, and I don't think I see it
Yeah.
noted specifically.
Yeah, I think I might have just left it as one of the
Just,
handouts that you gave us.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't think that, yeah, to your point, there wasn't much there other than the fact that you proved that Arvin was not there, and neither were any of his immediate followers visible to you. Now, you didn't necessarily try to clear the entire thing, but you made your way to the important parts, and now
Mhm.
you've,
Yeah,
His
after
chambers.
confronting the spirit, you've regrouped up here.
yeah.
And from the windows here, it's covered by the veil still. The veil had come in that evening as we did last session, and it is still, you're still in the thick of the veil right now. So Procampur is pretty much on shutdown because of the veil, and you are up at the tip top of the tower in the temple district, seeing nothing but fog and mist.
And a portal that we can't see.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that portal. I'm gonna roll for hit points, Jamie.
Yeah, sounds good.
You will.
You can roll twice. You roll twice, and you keep the. You need a big roll.
One more time.
Let's see.
Yeah, I forgot about that. There was a 2. Okay.
Can you
At least
can
I
you
have a plus
astonishing
2.
fortune
Oh
hit
yeah,
point
yeah.
roll?
Can we astonish fortune hit points?
Sure,
I-
you can astonishing
so
fortune the
reckless. You
second
haven't
roll
even
if
I mean,
you
it,
like.
out
started,
of a
but
D out of a D12, this kind of deserves.
that's
a
my
try,
whole thing is
doesn't
that
it?
I've got
Yeah.
hit points. Yeah. All right. Let me try.
No,
Let me use
astonishing
an
fortune, the first one, not the second one.
The first one is
Yeah.
the lower becomes your current hit points. Yeah.
Yeah, do the second for sure. That might
I
suck in
forgot
the
about
current,
it.
but
There you go.
There we go.
that's
Take
That's
that.
actually
Beautiful.
yeah.
Much
that's
better.
actually 12 because I got a plus 2 from
Okay,
on.
so
So,
we are
yeah.
in.
Great stuff.
I'd forgotten about the reroll astonishing fortunes last time, and I actually got a 3 hit point increase.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. It's just the way it is. Funny. Remember the first time we did it when I rolled the double ones, and then
Yeah.
I got
Yeah, I do.
re-rolled and
I
did
do.
double 8s. Yeah. So it all balances out.
It does, but it was worth the shot there. Having rolled so low, it was a good move. So it paid off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
it did. Thanks, everyone. I could use a little healing too if someone's got a cure light.
I'm did I miss the last Bart missed the last session? Are we at full spells as far as ability to cast in slots, or what is it?
No, whatever spells we used in combat against that dwarven mist spirit.
If you weren't
Right, I'm
present,
down 1
Bart,
second.
then yeah, you would just
Speaking
reset.
of, I would like some healing
Yeah.
before we rest or whatnot. Or
Yeah.
I think I missed the last session, didn't I? Or
I'd say very
think
worst case, you got
so.
some extra scrolls in there that you could use.
Yeah, you.
I will allow
believe
it.
so.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Let's see, I was trying to show you guys something I forgot. Can't find it here. Too
How
many.
far down is Shaujr?
It should be plus 4.
I'm not crazy down. I'm like down 12, but yeah.
I'll toss out a cure light for Shaujr.
Thank
Okay,
you.
nod.
Cure
Down with
light
nod.
would be appreciated.
Oh,
Cure
that's
light.
initiative. Sorry, there you go.
Perfect.
Jesus.
Who's that?
One-
Who's that one for? Me? I'll take it.
Okay, you get 1 point.
Thank you. I feel better.
Oh,
Are you
great. Yeah.
sure? I could take the
Um,
one. What are you at? Because you have less hit
Uh,
points. Yeah, like in general.
Theoretically speaking, 38 out of 43.
Yeah, so you should
All
take
right.
the 8. I'll take the 1.
So I'll throw 2 out. You guys can fight over. I
Because
guess
We
who
have
Bart
more
was
healing.
kind to and who Bart was like disingenuous to as far as for throwing healing spells at.
Perhaps Valkyr is more forgiving.
yeah, so you got
Be
another
right
one.
back. I have to check on something.
I've only used a single spell slot, which was on my version of Spiritual Hammer that I threw at that
Hmm.
ghost. Are you still down, Brandon? Not
No,
still
I
down.
am.
You're
Depending
good.
on who the 8 goes to. If I'm taking the 8, which
Oh,
Molly
yeah.
was kind of giving to me,
Yeah, totally. Take the 8.
yeah, then I'm fine. And then if you have more for Molly, she could get to full. I'm assuming with good
But certainly
good blessing
forecast.
from your god. If your god's being nice.
So Bart's not using all his slots up. I'll take a slot off Sahar.
Okay, so you're gonna roll again. We're gonna roll again.
We're not doing well.
It's better than nothing.
Absolutely, everything counts.
2 points
I
for
mean,
shot.
it's a number.
It's a number.
It's greater than she had
It's
before.
not bad. I've got 55 because I just leveled up and I used the Stunning Fortune. I got a bunch of hit points, so I'm not doing that bad. I think my Thaco goes up too, so I'm gonna go check that.
Oh yeah, level 6 barbarian. I believe it might.
Yes, my Thaco becomes 15.
Mhm.
Nice.
I get a weapon proficiency. Oh, I'm gonna think about that. So yeah, not gonna worry about that right now, obviously. And I would need some training for something new.
Yeah, we've been playing it as if you want to cross train with anyone that has a skill that you want. We can do that. We can role play that in. Otherwise, if it's a new skill no one else has, yeah, we'll have to find a place to train.
I don't have any missile weapons, and I was thinking those weird like sling spears, those primitive atolls. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Laddles,
it's like
yeah.
it has a
I might not
projectile.
even be
Yeah,
I might not even be saying it, but you know what I'm talking about.
yeah, I do.
The
Yeah.
add a lot
Yeah.
of things, or
It would fit like with my background, but I don't know. Yeah.
I think it basically just enables you to get a spear to a better distance.
Or it's like a smaller spear. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, or javelin
Yeah,
or
I'll think
something
about
like
it.
that.
Yeah. You said it's like sling spear. So there's 2 different things. So there is literally a sling on the end of a stick that you can
Yes.
do for long distance.
Yeah.
And then an lattice is like a stick with a hook, a socket at the end. You lay the spear in there, and then you just fling it.
Okay.
And
Yeah, it
yes,
gets you extra distance or something.
yeah.
I know they've got it statted out in 2E because I have seen it and I'm always like, what is that? And then I watched this YouTube video where somebody was like, this is a blah blah blah. And I was like, wow. That's
Seems
That's
cool.
like
it.
a flavorful, fun weapon to have. Yeah. So yeah, you have also, I meant to mention that you have all used your scroll of flesh to stone to recover your friend Tornuk. There was some back and forth. It took a few sessions. Tornuk took a small ride in the bag of holding, and ultimately you have freed him and restored him as well. Amongst your party, you have that familiar friend with you, of course, and then the 4 adventurers who have joined you, who are also joined in curse with Kurza and Bart. Quite a few of you standing in this small little tower top here. And again, I don't think you would hear much up here or see much of anything at this point. So
The host of NPCs.
quite a few of them.
Were we deciding to leave through this portal? Are we daring that?
I'll
Let's
say
be where
this
they may
about the
have.
numbers is, sorry to interrupt, you're 1 for 1 on the NPCs right now. So it
Oh,
might
yes.
make sense for us to assign these NPCs and That way one of you is responsible for at least what their actions are, if should they be engaged in things or whatever.
Good idea.
And it'll take some of the, I don't want to forget to act on their behalf. I would rather
Right.
give you all that ability. So I have them in the hirelings and followers folder, and I could move them potentially into your folders. I believe, did we do that? We have to probably, where's Tornok at? Do you remember,
He was
Brandon?
turned into a statue, so maybe you
I'm looking for him under
Lost
the Lost
Hero?
Heroes, Fallen Heroes, maybe. Yeah, there he is. Okay, thanks.
NPCs.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna move him up into
Oh, yep.
your folder. And then anyone want to claim any of these other NPCs? If not, I can run them. But it's just
I need to, if I run Serenade, she's the mage. I need to see more stats on her.
yeah.
Other
I'll
than
have to
just the-
fill these out. For right now,
Yeah.
this will be just a placeholder. I don't have all their information in these. I just have their general
Yeah,
information.
I think that they get some equipment when we were at the
Yeah,
safe
they
house?
do have some basic equipment. Yeah,
Okay.
they do. They're not
Uh,
destitute.
I could take
So-
Braun.
Braun,
I
okay.
can take,
He is the
yeah, I'll
dwarf.
take the
Okay,
dwarf.
let's move him. And
He just
again,
wants to
maybe
go to the
you
door.
have these guys do something completely different and split off, but I just want to make sure that you've all had a chance to weigh in on their future. So you've got then Lara, who is a half-elven rogue type, and Varn, who is a human fighter type.
Sounds like the two clerics get to decide whether fighter or thief.
Matters not to me.
All
I'll
right.
take a thief. Why not?
All right, you're gonna get Lara then. I'll add her there, and then that means the fighter would be the last one available here.
I can probably take, if he's just a fighter, I could probably take Barn too. I don't mind. I'm used to taking two characters. Remember, yeah, I used to have Gregor, right? When
True,
Anitha was
yeah, that's
still alive.
true.
Oh, the true.
And in my other game, I actually, yeah, he has this control too.
All right,
But this would be
well,
three.
it's
But
really.
they're NPCs. I'm not. Yeah.
Is anyone else in the party wanting a follower, so to speak? Otherwise, I will assign this one to Shaujr as well.
Oh, that's fine.
You can always move them around, but okay, for now, that's what we'll do. And that way, just, yeah, let me know what their intentions are. I won't probably remember to ask about them all the time. They are here. I'm going to try to keep their artwork with the party as well so that they're intertwined. I need to update them so they have gear, but they are a part of the team as it would be. So I've got that done. Thank you very much.
Is Braun a fighter as well? Fighter dwarf?
He is.
Dwarf?
Braun is
Cool.
as well. Yeah. Yeah. I will fill out their stats. I have their stats in a separate handout that I haven't transposed over to their sheets. Their sheets just have really their artwork right now. So we'll work together on getting that done. I'll get the vital information in there, but anything you want to track from this point forward, feel free to do so in their sheet somewhere. And so, yeah, I guess one of the reasons it's important to do this is that everyone's going to have a different point of view here on what the next steps are to be. And I want to make sure that all the voices are heard and we've intertwined those together with your all's journey. So be that as it is, you've taken a little bit of a break here, a short rest, if you will, and you're confronted really with the decision about what to do next. So I'll let you guys discuss what that might be.
I think we've discovered there's a portal here, but we don't have a way to access it. We tried to convince someone to stand there last time and nothing happened. I
Is
believe.
that on?
I wasn't
I
sure
think-
anybody volunteered to stand up there.
I don't think anybody went all the way into the portal.
Yep, to the end of the portal, Bart might.
I thought we
drop out
tried.
I think
and
what you
say,
did,
This,
I think you threw a
portal
dart
seems unstable.
through it.
Yeah.
I believe was one
okay.
of the things.
Yeah.
It's like they've obviously abandoned this temple after
We haven't searched this temple though.
What Nod was thinking is maybe since he was going crazy, including the other priests who came and found us, like everybody abandoned it of their own volition.
They've
And
sacked
then the
it
crazy
too.
priest is right. I'm thinking that this crazy priest has sacked it and has been bringing the books to the evil people or to the lich or whomever that's been consuming his mind. Like that's their whole premise, is collecting this knowledge and bringing it to one of these three towers for information, or they've been collecting knowledge essentially. That's my premise, is they've just taken this entire library and transferred it over to this, wherever this other side of this portal. That's what Nod's thinking. He could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. Is the priest himself, the crazy priest who has resurrected a Mithra, not Mithra, but a Shaujr.
What does? Yeah, I think it seems foolish to just go unheeded through a place that we have no idea where it goes. What do your gods say? I asked the priests.
The bard kind of drops to his knees and like maybe reaches a hand out towards the portal and says, "This is unsafe. It's unpredictable."
I was going to suggest an augury it before we do anything. Plus, we have not investigated the exit to the sewers
Just
yet
to make
either.
sure.
Do we have a
Our
do we have
escape
the
route.
map? Yeah, can you show us the map there, Jamie?
Of the temple or the town? I'm sorry.
Temple.
Let's see. Yeah.
Because I don't think we haven't actually, now that we know it's basically empty except for probably a couple of monsters wandering around it.
Spirits from the veil seem to be the only thing that's creeping around in here right now.
Yeah. So the question becomes, I don't think there's anybody guarding the sewer entrance.
Friends,
Other than the monsters from the veil.
but hasn't
So we could probably
Dangerous.
escape into the sewers without too much trouble.
could
Yeah.
we could.
Because if we head back, then we can report what's going on to Eliana. And that might get us more help to come back here or another course of action.
One thing is
Yeah.
that
The
you
current
have
map
all
looks
semi-cleared the temple, but you haven't unlocked the temple or made it accessible again. It's still boarded up, locked up, sealed up
Right.
in the way that it was previously. So that's another option I mentioned, because you're here on the authority of the follower of Oghma, the followers of Oghma who have not been tainted by a lich and the will of a lich. So I mentioned that too, as before you head into the sewer, that might cross your mind too, that it would be legitimate as well for you to unlock the doors and make the building accessible to Eliana and her followers as well.
Yeah.
I'll just mention, Jamie, like everything is black on the screen currently, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, there's
same.
two little lines,
Let
top and
me
bottom.
get rid of the lighting. I think we can just kill this.
Ah, there we go.
That should make it
Yeah,
better.
can zoom into that.
So the quarters, the high priest quarters was down here, and the group had made their way into there from this great hall, basically. So this room, this area, and this corner have all been recently visited by members of your party.
And this area had all of the books taken or gone or ransacked.
Yeah,
Right.
you saw an awful lot of this type of thing.
Yeah.
This was the battle scene, but there were a lot of empty bookshelves, if you remember, as you
Yeah.
went through the building.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
where Nod lost its level.
It
What
was
are
right,
those
right
stairs?
there.
And
And
where's
it's obviously not blessed anymore. They have defiled it, would be my assumption.
and the portal that Bart has expressed reservations over is
You are basically at the top of a tower
where?
that's directly over the center of the great hall here. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So you are all up there at the top of this, and
So if we come down the stairs, we can get back here into the Great Hall.
there is a balcony
And-
level over top of this that has more books, but that's all. You've seen that as well, and it looks as if it's been cleared. So this is the
So
main
how do we
level.
get to here? This was the sewer entrance, right? So we need to check these other 4 or 5 rooms along this eastern wall, so to speak. And maybe this room down way to the south.
Don't forget their cellars. Let's go try to find their ale.
Sure.
Yeah,
You have
and
to refill your keg. Yes.
I'm guessing it got carried away by the critters who may have ransacked it. But does that seem like a good plan of action, guys?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Let's proceed down.
all right.
Nod is against the idea of proceeding back down towards the Vale.
We're in the Vale
Naturally.
right now. So
He's having Vietnam flashbacks right now of him like getting weaker and stuff. He's no, I'm good.
He just got burned really bad by it. In fact,
Yeah.
He,
He did.
The tower's all open windows, though, right?
yeah, up here it is.
So the veil is technically right there. It's with us. God, it's with
we're
us
standing
now.
in it. You can stay up here by yourself.
I don't
Come
see any
with us.
spirits up here.
So far, no spirits have seemed to manifest up here for whatever reason, but
Bart
Maybe
will
we'll
say
find a
nod.
clue.
Bart will say no. If you go through this portal and stay here, like, there's no guarantee where you end up or as who.
Or that you'll be able to
Something's-
return.
Something is
Nod?
wrong with this. Yeah, this way of traversing is not safe currently.
I think our paths may lie there anyway, but currently, let's just continue to clear the tower and open it up.
Because we either go down to the sewer and take that out, in which case we have to go through the veil anyway, or we go out the windows back through the veil and up the wall and all the other stuff, and we're in the veil anyhow. We either sit here for a day or two when there's nothing happening, and that doesn't seem,
Productive.
yeah. Not to mention, if you're one of the people who sent us in, if we don't come back after a day or two, they're going to assume we got slaughtered.
we could open up the idea that you all have a means of communication maybe planned out with Eliana. I don't know if you've got a message spell or a messenger, whatever it might be, a ringing of a bell, a whistle, some type of sign. She knew you were all heading
Bart
here.
still have that idol? I think Bart had a little raven idol that he could use to send messages at one point. It was one of the Wonders
Oh.
figures.
Oh,
Did we sell that? Was it
Yeah,
sold?
I don't know. That's
You never
that,
read
that was-
anything. I will say,
It was a
apologies for
useful, seemed like a useful
disturbing
item.
the.
I think just a raven that could deliver messages. I think that's all it was. I want to say he found it in a gnome hideout ages ago.
that could have been something. If it's
Right,
either on
right.
his
He could have
character
sold it.
sheet
He could
or
have sold
yeah.
it. I mean,
I don't
yeah.
recall
Yep.
what was done
Right.
about that. But Bart, did you have something you wanted to inject?
Oh yeah, I'm just terrible and bad at sending actual messages in Roll20. Wanted to back out and ask what the commands were there because it's not what I'm used to.
Like to another player or to the DM? you mean?
Yeah, to a player or DM, is it?
I think you can /W, and then if you start typing, like for me, I think if you do DM, because I have the role of DM, I think you can do it that way.
Is it /W and then?
/W.
/W.
Also,
and, then,
If you mouse over our
and you start
icon,
typing their name, it should have.
Oh,
pop up.
okay, yeah.
also if you
Okay.
mouse over the videos, in the upper right there's a button, whisper to
What?
each player.
Where's that at?
Oh, up on the
It's a
players.
little
Yeah,
icon.
there you go.
You see it?
Okay.
Yeah. At the top of it,
Yeah.
yeah, you can just click that too.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, to the about center of the player.
You get a little bubble with words on it. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Gosh, I don't get out from my
I don't
own
see it.
headspace and single player games enough, I
Um,
guess. So.
There's currently one door out of here, Jamie.
You are at there's a door at the top of the staircase and the bottom of the staircase.
I'm not sure about that one.
Is that door, is there a magical field around this room currently?
Is there a
know,
magical
like to-
field around this room?
Yeah, that someone can do a detect magic and see, is it keeping the veil out, essentially, is what I'm trying to drive at.
I would say that there is still some slight power here that seems to be protecting the top dome of this structure. That would be visible via some type of detect magic.
Okay. I still think we need to just take a look at the rest of the rooms, or at the very least get to the sewer so we can leave safely and or open the doors or unlock them, even if we don't open them.
Yeah.
Sounds like there's a mix of people that want to do that want to go back down the tower, and some that probably don't because of recent events.
Yeah,
How
say,
do
give me a charisma.
Yeah, I'm
think
thinking.
we-
Yeah, but we might need some convincing here if someone really
Well-
wants to lay the case out.
Why
Yeah.
your
Not-
true neutral thief should go back down and risk his life and
You can stay here and deal with whatever comes back through that portal on that by yourself, and then the rest of us
I
will
think I would
move
take.
along.
I think Nod would like feel more confident in taking on whatever comes back through the portal. At least he has the edge of surprise then, comparatively to going back down here and fighting one of these undead beasts or these veiled creatures.
How's Tornok feel about that?
That's a solid question. He probably told Nod to stop being a baby. This is why everybody thought you were a coward.
Can't these veiled mist ghosts appear anywhere?
They don't seem to manifest here for whatever reason in where you're at.
Oh no,
You've seen them manifest before on the city streets, and you've seen them manifest before at sea on the deck of a ship.
How long till the veil lifts?
Usually
Couple of
it's
days.
a couple days. Yeah, it's like between 2 and 3 days.
And we're less than an hour in.
Yeah, I don't know, a couple
Something like
hours.
that.
And you've sat around and healed and strategized. So I'm guessing
Yeah.
it prowled around at the beginning of. So a few hours in.
Now, we spent
Ah.
20 minutes trying to overcome Nod's fear of leaving this room.
True.
It's true.
Bart will look spooked and point at the portal and say, Verdis is here, though the path to him is not certain. If you enter, you may not find him, but also you perhaps will.
That's the Vegas
Yeah.
divining I've ever heard, Bart. Thank you. We needed that.
Are you saying
He's
We
saying
can
the
wait for
answer
them.
is
through the portal?
yes, or Verd is through
Well,
the portal, but we might not find him there.
You could wait for the Medusa to come back through.
Yeah, that little add-on is.
Yeah. He is through the portal, yes.
Hold on,
Like
guys.
Bart's
This may make
stressed
sense.
out and confused. He's maybe crunching down a bit and for some reason feels like the presence of him through the portal.
Say, is it the veil? Is it getting you too all clouded up? Too
I don't wanna
smoky
sit-
around here?
I don't want to sit here for 3 days in the enemy behind enemy lines, so to speak.
That's reasonable.
If you want to sit here for 3 days behind enemy lines waiting for things to clear up, that's fine. But
No, I was hoping that eventually he does come back through the portal. I'm assuming he's not here.
I guess
Our cleric.
Yeah, we
like
could lay
looking
a
around, are we like rested? Are we prepared for a fight? Bart will look around and take us and try and assess.
Yeah, that's a fair question for you all, whether or not.
I'm only down a magic missile.
I think
Zach?
we were well rested before we went on our night mission to scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And then we
don't
had the
believe
fight.
you've
Yeah.
spent a whole lot of. The biggest hit was to Nod's levels and not so much anyone's health or spell
Right.
slot. So, from the standpoint of spells and healing, I think you guys are 90%, I'm thinking, overall, something like that, if you put a number on it.
I think at this point, yeah, like Bart's
Yeah, we're
looking
still pretty
around at
good.
people that are doing well with his masked face and zero expression would be like, if we want to confront Verdis, this may be the place.
Yeah, so it's. I'd be open to opening the doors or unboarding the things to give the Oghma people access back to their temple. That would be a smart
Yeah.
thing to do, so we can better access.
And
At
they
least
might be able to restore your level too.
in theory, yeah. Who's
Well,
thinking
yeah.
about that one?
Maybe it's only temporary.
That's right.
But no, it's that way we would be able to access it without having to sneak in. That would just be good all around.
Yeah.
We would have allies within them as well.
Is the portal here stable? I guess. Is there any way to sense that, or is it like a?
It's, yeah, I guess stable. Yeah, it's static. It's just, it seems to be hidden.
Yeah, but I think the biggest one, the real calling factor for Nod, is the thought that Verdis is still alive. That
Oh,
was
Nod.
his.
Yeah.
Since you
That was
seem
his
so
tormentor.
keen, you seem so keen on going through this portal. Go through the portal and come right back just to assure me that it's possible. Because go and investigate it and let us know real quick. And just come right back.
Just stick your head through it.
Yeah, just stick on my head through. Okay, but you tell you what, he will. He'll be a little bit skeptical, a little hesitant, walk up here looking all big and bad, and then look at the thing or where he thinks it is, and maybe grumble to himself a little bit. Is fucking, I'm not a coward. You're all cowards, and sticks his head in.
And you're decapitated.
Oh.
Or
Yeah.
and
Or,
he,
yeah, we'll start with the hand first.
Yeah.
So
Oh, no.
you're gonna go check out the pedestal and see what the portal looks like. So, yeah, if you stand on and walk over to the pedestal, it will. If you stand on the pedestal next to it, you will see more of the outline visible of the portal at that point, and it seems as you're someone that's been in a portal before. It looks like a portal from this point of view as well, from a few inches away.
Walks like a duck, talks like a duck. It's probably a duck.
I'm gonna push Nod through the portal. I think I remember he did that to me once. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna do it.
You wanna,
You did do that to me.
if you want
Yeah.
to, then you can roll. I think Nod could resist this to
What I
Sure.
think
to
it's
some
going to be
extent. So
is okay. No idea.
No.
It's coming. No idea it's
Oh,
coming.
nice.
No idea it's
all
coming.
right, then let's
Um,
just get a strength check to see if you can move this big body through far enough.
Yeah, because he's a.
Big boy.
Yeah,
7, 6 or something like
Shaujr's
that.
pretty big too, though, right?
Oh,
Oh
no.
yeah,
Not like-
quite strong, but it's no.
I weigh at least 100. At least 100. I'm trying to figure out how much I actually weigh. Probably-
Yeah, Bart is a little bit freaking
One.
out and yelling that they need our help, and he will jump through the portal too.
Okay,
Yes,
so I weigh 5,
Whoa, hold
6,
on.
almost 700 pounds. I weigh almost 700 pounds.
Oh wow.
Where you run through the. So it looks like your strength check would have been good, and Nod, as you rolled, you weren't really trying to resist. So,
Yeah.
in my opinion, the very first thing that would happen is that Nod would disappear.
Come right back, Nod.
So
As I
now,
push him.
did I hear somebody else say something?
I was saying Bart would, from what he feels happening around here, would basically jump through the portal as well, saying, "He will need our help. What have you done?"
Does anyone try to prevent Bart from following or anything like that before we send Bart through the portal, because he's gung ho?
What?
No,
He said
because
he
Sahar.
didn't want to.
Yeah.
He said he
Yeah,
didn't want to go. Not said he didn't want to go down. So that was the only way he could go. He'll come right back if it's fine.
All right.
I
So
told you.
Stare.
yeah, assuming it's not just a one-way portal.
are there? I guess the followers are just standing behind here. Tornuk, everybody else is just mouth open. Okay.
Did that just happen?
What?
All
I
right.
have a
So
Fade to black.
yeah, for both Bart and Nod, you are in portal land right now, flying through this portal in what would be a split second, but I'll describe to you as being a kind of twisted feeling where you feel your soul being pulled at and tugged at by various things, to the extent that you're gonna have to roll on our rollable table for the temple portal. If you go to the collection tab, we'll start with Nod. It is at the very bottom, under rollable tables. You'll see one called Temple Portal.
Yep.
Okay, so for Nod, you've got one random charged magic item carried fully drained if none permanent item becomes permanently non-magical. So let's just do for you, let's see,
I think it's the
1,
wand
2,
of
3,
mirror
4, 5,
images.
6, 7, 8, 9. You can roll a d9. Or yeah, or if you want to roll a d10 and assign something to the extra, something that you don't mind losing, but if you roll a d9, we'll determine what gets affected here.
I say I do have a wand of mirror images that would
Oh,
give
that's
you the charge thing if that's what.
let's see. Hold on.
Like I said, we need to
Yes,
clear
okay.
the temple first.
So yeah, so not in your case that
Whoops.
in the case of having a charged item, that's exactly what will happen is that the wand would become fully drained. All right. So for Bart, you have basically it looks like you're only going to be dealing with the loss of ability to turn undead. And
So
that would be something that's not
the
innate to
yeah,
you anyway, but you do have
right.
that amulet. So for whatever reason you feel as if that amulet has been rendered useless for some reason.
It's going
And
dead around my neck. It feels
and the two of you though are standing side by side inside of a stone room and currently with a view that I will try to find here. Where is it? A view from a cell.
huh.
And it looks, if you want to make a wisdom check.
Sure.
Yeah, that's right. I don't see any cowards here.
Reach out.
You,
He had some feelings about this portal, so yeah. What's going on in here?
so you feel immediately familiar with this place. And you actually recognize it as being on the somewhere on the second or third level of Varodis's tower that you are currently standing in the area where you had killed off a Yugoloth. In fact, you had cleared the floor of coin not far from where you're standing right now.
I think there was a chest still
Third
of
tower?
2,000 coins in there. I think there was like four chests. We could only take 3, so we left the one that was half full.
This wow, yeah, that's probably a
It
session
is
where I
right.
couldn't
Yeah, I would
make
have
it
to go look at
also.
the notes. It's in the notes. Hold
I
on.
can always count on you to remember treasure, Nod. I remember that too, though.
There you go.
That was
3
back in
So
the
we're
first tower, wasn't it?
Yeah,
story.
this is back.
Yeah,
we're
Verdis
standing
Tower.
side by side in
33 or
in
something.
a prison cell. There's
Yeah,
we're locked in.
this just appears to be just a cell that you're standing in.
Is there still a portal behind us, or are we just?
Didn't that tower get destroyed?
If you look behind you, you don't see anything behind you.
Huh. This sucks, Nod.
Oh no, I'm with you. I don't see any. I don't see any cowards here, so I feel like we're doing better than they are. I think we're off to a great start. What about you?
Bart will try and pull on the bars. Are they strong?
Yeah, get it.
Yeah,
I've got like a 13 strength, so
they
so
feel
we're
pretty
just
I think
solid.
Nod
trying
might
They
to-
don't
go.
feel
Oh, I'm
feel
just
illusionary.
cheerleading.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is real stuff, dude. I think we're stuck here.
Oh, and I'll go walk over there and start to try to do the same thing, pretending to like push or whatever, and just wrench them open.
Do I even have a percentage
Yeah,
of Ben
you-
Bar's lift? Oh, it's 4%.
4%. Go ahead,
all
go
right.
ahead, Bart. Before we, yeah,
There you go. Yeah, no.
you were
that's
close.
Not gonna happen.
You were close, but
Nod
Nod
got it.
is
Okay.
able to bend these enough that you could fit through the bars. So he is able to bend the bars.
They don't seem real to me, Bart.
They're a little
Um,
rubbery, are they?
Like Bart looks around like he had some feelings about this portal and the space we
So-
encountered beyond. And looking around, it looks empty. And even though Nod's been able to free us from this cell, I'm confused about. Seems like there's nothing here.
In the immediate area, but
Well,
you
Nod,
know,
I will say that if you do scan the area, you will see that the
say, well,
portal
I'm gonna
is present
take
here.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was more interested in taking a big old whiff, but seeing what I smell.
Yeah, it smells.
That's what I'm curious on. Do I smell some decaying bones or
Yeah, I mean, it
maybe
just smells
that
like salt
familiar
water and
priest?
decay mixed together right now. But you do notice that the portal is there, also hidden against this wall inside of this cell.
Cage that we were in? Okay. Yeah, and I'll should pull out the gem for Bard and turn him in the right direction and kind of hold it to him and
Show him. Yeah, so you can see,
yeah, show him
Bard,
the
that
way.
there is a portal present here.
Oh, I guess he'll calm down because he was ready to fight something based on like his intuition, but he seems calm. So like Bart's a little bit confused right now. Like,
I think it's probably the worst thing, and that this is what Not's thinking about is like starting to remember is like we aged in here, like time was different in here. Like we aged faster or slower depending on where we were in the tower. And I think that would be the biggest thing that is going through Nod's mind, and he's going to remind you too of we might be here for only a minute, but other people are gone for a day, or other people think we're now gone for a day too.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah, and going back brings that into play. Yeah. For the others who've seen Nod and Bart disappear, is there a time limit on when you're expecting them to return?
I expected him to come right back.
Yeah, reasonably, yeah. But then if we all leave and go down there, then, or wherever it leads, then I'm thinking we need to leave some kind of a note for Eliana to find, or at least signal them that they're. I mean, we could tie the moon shroud scarf around one of the between the windows and hang it outdoors
That's
so
a
it can be seen
I like
once
that
the
idea.
that's a
veil
good
comes up.
idea. Yeah, I think that would be a great signal to her and her people.
And then leave a short note nearby.
About what we did.
Yeah, what we encountered and what we did, because I don't have any kind of spell sending.
That'll take about 10 minutes.
Sure, you've had an opportunity. Also, you talked a little bit about opening the doors. I think maybe even as a part of that, you might have thought of the idea of leaving a note or something, should something happen even. So I think that's fair. The moon shroud scarf also being a great way to signal that you've entered the structure
And we
everything.
survive.
Yeah, and survived.
Unless somebody wants to stay behind, Braun or Varn or Nalari.
Yeah, but they're stuck in the middle of the veil, and
yeah,
their odds of survival are going to be that much less than ours, even.
But we are asking them to jump into risk and danger on the other side
for
of
all
the
we know,
portal on our behalf.
And you called Nod the coward. Now look at all you cowering in your boots.
Shaujr's not gonna not go now because he's not that much of a jerk. He doesn't want to go, but he knows he pushed his friend in it, and he has to go.
They volunteered to come with us into this temple, knowing it could go badly. This is the nature of adventure. If they don't have the balls for adventure, we'll find out soon enough.
Cornick might protest that he just got woken up here at the top of the tower, but he digresses.
You all don't, obviously, you don't know what happens when they step through the portal. You just know that it leads to a lich lair, and that the last time you were in the lich's lair, it was maybe above or beyond your capability, and these guys are below where you were then. So definitely there's probably a thought that they're either going to be fodder or they're going to have to be protected a little bit differently because they're not going to be able to endure like a fireball, for example, or just any type of wide area effect spell from something more accomplished. So I just say that because I know you guys have already been in the tower and you know what where they're at and where you were at, and they're below where you were at by quite a bit still. So they're going to be right by your side unless you give me some other explicit instruction. That's going to be my assumption, is that they're going to be your shadow unless you're telling me otherwise. So
I was just checking in with them.
They can't stay here and they can't go back.
We either go downstairs, unlock the front door, and then proceed to the sewer to put them into it, and then we go back through the portal.
Yeah, I guess that
I,
is
I
true. That you do have an option to
And they
potentially leave
could,
them here, but yeah. So
yeah, but
Okay.
they could carry the message back to Ileana of what happened here.
How long have we
True.
been talking now? How long have they been gone?
Yeah, how long has it been?
5
That's the
minutes, 10
question, because,
minutes?
yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
think
say this is all within a 5-minute period right now that this has all happened.
Does the portal
Okay.
feel like evil magic to me, or just magic? So you want me to roll, or I don't know. Like I have no alignment, and I have
Yeah,
magic.
you could roll. You could roll.
Okay, give me a second. Carry on, everyone. I gotta find it.
You don't feel great about it to begin with. It's pretty crooked to begin with that it's here.
Yeah.
Don't
Somebody had the
necessarily
ability
know where
to
it
set
goes.
like an item against it, and it glowed its power.
the
Eh,
mace, Bart's mace.
Yeah, that's what it was. And this is definitely quite powerful and a little bit on the necromantic alteration side, but that leaning evil, let's say. Leaning evil would be the overall read on it. Yeah, really, it's the question of if the group that stays behind is gonna, if there's been something established, or if Bart and Nod want to do some type of exploration.
What you think, Bart? I think they were expecting us to come back through.
You want to pop back through, let them know everything's okay.
You bent the gates open, and like Bart got spooked by the portal and expected to see more with it out here. I think Bart might
Well-
stay around for a little bit and try and inspect if anything is here. Actually,
Say that's a good thing. Like we are
like,
in
are
a
we in
bunch of
actual
other
danger,
prison-
or are we? Yeah.
We are near other prison cells. What if there are other prisoners, like other priests, who got brought here against their own volition? We
Yeah.
could theoretically even bring them back, even though it might not be a pleasant experience for
Yeah.
them, but we could still theoretically do it.
Like he might glance back at the portal, but then look around, confused, like he fully expected to be in full-on danger and absolute combat, like just with the feelings he felt. So yeah, I don't think I'm inclined to just jump back through and leave right away.
Maybe can I take one more gander through just down the hallway, make sure nothing's hidden or invisible or ethereal that's just waiting down the hallway for Bart before he starts wandering through the gates?
Sure, yeah, you may. Yeah.
Should just be at least up to 60 feet away. I think that's should be plenty.
Yeah, so you do sense that in one of the other cells that there is a creature, and you get like some type of that there's magic around that creature. Some type of read that there's magic around the creature. So one
Yeah,
of these
I
other
will relay
adjacent
that to
cells
Bart.
that.
There's something over there in one of those cells that's emitting some kind of magic. I have no idea what, so be careful, Bart.
Yeah, Bart's not. I'm not going off any place on my own, but
So if it's been 5
I'll-
minutes, and I don't feel like it's like an overwhelming evil, I'll stick my head in there, but not go through it.
Let's see.
I think it's like you do or
How they
don't,
work
right?
is, yeah, the contact with it will bring you through it one way or the other.
I
If you,
sure. I don't know
Put his
that
hand
though.
through it,
yeah,
and he disappeared.
Okay.
I got you.
You now.
Yeah, she saw two people jump in. Technically, Nod got pushed. Bart jumped in, so she's just trying to stick her head, but as doing so, I
Yeah.
guess is just getting sucked
Yeah,
in.
yeah. They've
Yeah.
been gone a
Like,
while. They've been gone a
Bart
while.
said a
guys.
couple of things before we went through the portal, and then when Nod got pushed through, he was, I would say, visibly freaked out. Wait, that's bad.
Yeah, I
Should
remember
we
that.
take our
All right, so Shaujr, then we can go ahead and have you roll on our lucky unlucky table.
And where's that?
It is under collections
Macros?
tab at the very bottom. It's temple portal. You'll see.
I see it.
Okay, the Lich's Tithe is that the portal will target your most powerful magic item, and in the case of good alignment, the item will lose its magic permanently.
The joke's on the list because I don't have any magic.
Yeah, that
obviously.
exactly. So in this case,
There you
you
go.
might have found the perfect role for Shaujr.
Yeah.
But in this case, Shaujr will see up on this other side. You will appear and you will see the other two who have bent the bars here. And if you want to make a wisdom check, you can see if you recognize this place right away.
Yeah. Well, Mithra told me about it, but I wasn't here.
Yeah, it wouldn't register right away, but you would see these two
In
have
fact,
already freed themselves from the immediate area. And
thinks it's flooded. He thinks it's flooded because she said that it was gonna flood, right? Or
yeah,
she got out in time, so I wouldn't. Yeah.
yeah, you wouldn't really connect the dots yet on where you are. The other two, I guess, if you want to go ahead and roll wisdom checks, we'll see if you detect Shaujr stepping through the portal. How about your followers, your two fighter followers? Did you say anything
Yeah.
before you walked by and into the portal?
I said to everyone in the group, I said we better go because it's been too long. Yeah, like I was worried, like feeling like I might have just killed my friend
Okay.
and inadvertently both my friends.
Okay.
Yeah. I turned to them and they probably, if I'm gonna role play Vern and Braun, they probably would look to Kurza
Nods.
and Sahar and is like, what do we do?
Yeah,
I think
Bart, you would hear.
Bard might be mumbling some stuff about we didn't finish the job. He's
There you
here
go.
somewhere.
Yeah.
We must kill him.
Yeah, Bart would be like making some comments right away that might register for you, Shaujr, that you are back in Verdis's presence somewhere, and alluding to not finishing the job.
This is what, Mithra was
This is where she died?
believed in.
Wow.
She deserves vengeance here.
I want to see where she died. Are we stuck here now?
Oh no, Bart opened up the bars. You see him?
No, I meant like we can't go back to where we were.
Oh yeah, no, I have
The portal's
no
still
idea.
here, isn't it? Yeah.
She can't
Is
see the
this one
portal.
invisible?
Portal.
Can't see the portal. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Just not can see the portal.
It's the gem, right? The gem enabled me to see it, and I brought you
Right.
forward
In the
with the
first
gem
place.
and showed you, and
Yeah.
and so I'm not letting on to Shaujr. There's another way back yet, or there's another portal there.
Okay. No hard feelings, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's all fair.
There are
in
no
portals
cowards
and
here.
Pushing.
There are no cowards here for sure.
I don't know. I failed my wisdom this time. There might be.
Yeah. Does anyone want to pop back through the portal and say hello to the group and tell them what to do, or you stay and put? And the same question goes for those on the other side of the portal. Now that Shaujr has stepped through, any others willing to do that?
Yep. Sahar's gonna look at everybody and say, I told you our destiny lied through here.
I'm gonna set the marker in the window and begin scrawling a note on the events indoors and where we've gone.
There's a portal on the pedestal.
Portal on the pedestal. Nobody here. Chasing Varodis. Yeah, that kind of quick summary.
Exactly.
Yep.
I use a spare piece of paper here and there that I've got, and
the scroll I gave him before. That's just
right.
like
All right.
The
So
4 first levels, you got a choice. We can either take you down to the sewer and you can wander your way back through that and hope for the best, or stick with us and go into serious danger.
So I can roll on their behalf, but they'll take your direction on this. That's really more of a question for the group as to what you want to do with your.
I suggest to them that they should probably go with the rest of us.
Not so sure, my friend. They're in more danger than we are.
So this is Tornuk, I assume then that.
Yes, this is Tornuk.
All right. So Tornuk, do we know what Tornuk's intelligence is?
10.
He is then therefore going to lose permanent HP, 1 per level, which I think he's level 7. So he's going to.
7.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah. So he will lose 1 permanent HP per level.
So he feels sad and weak as he comes through the portal.
He feels a little less sturdy.
Right.
Yeah, that's actually rough. Some of them have a real rough edge to them, so that's part of what you guys are learning as you each step through this portal. So Tornuk, we've got Tornuk now on the other side as well. I'm going to move him into the lair. So he's here as well. He's our most recent.
Again, I'll say that I still think that the first level's probable survivability is better with us than on their own, because I don't think they're going to survive the veil.
Do you want to send them before or after Kurza and Sahar? Do you want to send the 4 followers first and you go after, or do you want to go first and them go after? I guess the reason I say that is just because if you're on the other side and something happens, or if you're on this side and something happens.
I'll lead the way for them.
Okay. All right. So Kurza, you're going to go next. All right.
Sure. Why not?
Why not? That's the spirit. Okay, so you're going to lose 1 memorized spell per spell level. That's not permanent, that's just for current. So for the day, you need to basically make it as if you've cast 1 spell from every spell level.
Yeah.
Deplete yourself down 3 spells. I assume, right? 3.
Yeah. Not too hard.
Not too harsh. Not too harsh for you, Kurza, as you appear on this side now and don't look too worse for wear, honestly.
I lost the fireball for the day.
That does hurt. But beyond that, you're still in one piece.
Yeah. Lost some color spray and a darkness 15-foot radius.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So Kurza is now in the cell as well. It's an open cell, but it's still a cell.
The bars are bent already, right?
What was that?
The bars are bent already.
Yeah, so it's like pretty obvious as soon as they get here that you're not trapped, that you can poke your heads out and wander around. But I'm guessing that those of you are lingering pretty close by right now as you're watching each of them pop through and trying to figure out if they're okay. I think the question...
I'll lean back to Kurza once he pops through and mention about the portal existing there. And if he needs proof, hold up the gem so he can see that it's there.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
So you are still connected back to the tower, but I think the question is back to Sahar. Do you want to send the NPCs through first, or do you want to go first before them?
I'm going to herd them through ahead of me, one by one. Let them go. Then I'll be the last one.
How long have you been here that we have just arrived? Just to Nod and Bart.
I don't know. I think
that's a solid question.
Several minutes.
When I realized
our break.
Say for us, it would have been like a minute or 2, maybe at most.
Yeah,
we got in, we looked through the gym, or that would have been a minute looking at the gym, looking around, opening the bars, maybe another minute or 2. So you're saying 5 to 10 minutes we've been here?
Yeah. I would say for Bart and Nod, it feels like maybe it's been about 15 to 20 minutes. But for those of you that have just stepped through the portal, it feels like it's been like 5 minutes.
Oh, interesting. So you guys have been gone for 5 minutes, but yet you feel it's been 15 to 20. So we're moving slower down here. Interesting.
Apparently.
No, wouldn't it be the opposite? We're moving faster down here?
Faster
down here. So who wants to roll for our NPCs? You guys need to roll for your NPCs that we've assigned. Whoever has one of the NPCs, go ahead and roll, please, your temple portal roll for them, and we'll see what happens to each of these. So this is Kurza, this is Sereni.
Yep.
Good aligned. Good thing for her. She has no magical items, so she is also here.
All right, here goes Braun.
Ooh.
Is it that bad?
Braun is dead.
Oh my!
Whoa!
Wow! So we have astonishing fortune.
Oh.
Yeah, really? Dang.
He is an NPC, y'all. We have 3 more.
I was just going to say that because you guys are notorious. No, we didn't want to The
Is it
Minotaur
like
can
full
stay
on
still.
magic?
You all would just
Like-
know that he stepped through the portal, and then the next person to arrive on the other side of the portal would have been the person after him, in theory. So we don't know who that
No,
is yet.
Let's go Varn.
Okay, and in this case, they will. Let's see. Is Varn's intelligence below 12, which I think it is. So Varn is going to lose hit points from his travel, but oddly enough, he would be arriving and Varn would not, right? Varn was the one that was sent into, or Braun, I'm sorry, I'm confirmed.
Braun was first, so the dwarf was
Yeah.
first. He's the one that
so
we
Braun
don't.
is the one
he's
that's
lost.
disappeared. Yeah, Braun has disappeared. Varn will appear here. Yeah. And then the last one, we need to roll, someone to roll for, I think, Wayne, if you can roll for Nalara.
1 experience level.
Oh, man. So
So-
she's, okay,
What
so,
happens when you hit 0?
yeah, in her case, it's probably better that it happens to them for sure than it happens to one of you. It's certainly a lot less experience to get there. Okay. I've got that noted. I do need to update their stats on their sheets, so I'll reflect both of these two. Sahar, you would be, I think, the last one through then, unless I'm missing anyone else on the other side. I think
No.
we've done them all.
Here's my
Sounds
chance
good.
for doom.
All right.
Oh,
All right. So we'll
We
just
can
leave it right
think
there.
about-
We'll just leave it parked right there, guys.
Yeah,
And
portal rejects. Oh
yeah,
no!
we'll be back after
Oh,
this
damn.
short intermission, and we'll figure out what happens to Sahar.
I may be working
we
on
go.
my backup character here,
Oh my
guys.
goodness! Wait, that was your roll? That last one?
Yeah.
Which is the same as the NPC
No,
who
really,
just
we'll take a break.
disappeared. So,
Use the
yeah.
astonishing
Alright.
fortune.
I think you all are going to start listening to Shaujr about magic portals because this portal is nasty.
Yep.
Indeed. Yeah.
At least he's on the prime material somewhere.
I feel like
But we don't know
at
that.
some point Braun should come back as an epic enemy because
You left me.
yeah,
That would be so funny.
He goes
Yeah.
to the Gray Waste and he comes
Braun
back.
ended
like
up
a demon
somewhere on some
slayer.
weird elemental plane, and then we're like, oh yeah, whoops, dude, and then he's just fuck you guys, and yep.
Diverts him
something
somewhere else on the prime material plane. Destination is immediate and
Yep.
uncontrolled. He's
It's
technically still on our plane because we are on the prime material plane. He is just destined somewhere else.
It still sounds like he might feel like he was done dirty, and he will become our epic enemy at some point. Oh
Could
well.
be.
All right, I'm gonna go let the puppies out and be back too as well soon.
Oh,
Something like this.
Here we go.
It works
So
out
you had-
because actually Shaujr really wants to bury Mithra's sword here.
Mm.
So maybe we can find the lich room.
It's
I know
all
somebody
creepy.
is carrying it. I'm not sure who has it, but
It's all creepy stuff, and we're lined up in a line of mostly who intended to be here.
just 2 missing people.
I gotta be honest, this is the last place I would have expected. I thought this place was flooded.
Yeah.
Jamie, as always, you surprise me, which is my favorite thing.
Yeah, I think you guys have retraced your steps a little bit. Yeah, so that's a cool thing to be back where you were before. And I know there were rooms in here. I had to go back through some of these maps and stuff, and there's definitely, it's funny how there were places that didn't get entered. You would think you turned over every stone, but you didn't really when you were here.
Well,
So now you have a chance to do that. Like you said, there's some unfinished business for Shaujr and the whole party. So we just got to see if Wayne or Sahar is able to join you or not.
yeah, for sure. There's also some unfinished treasure.
So
and
Yeah, we
what's
left treasure behind.
what's
Yeah, there's a guard room somewhere, barracks, with 2 chests that we were unable to open that we can go back and theoretically open now.
yeah, there were some mirrors that you never really solved. The hourglasses, several things really.
This was the tower we entered via undersea, so
we were left with
like-
the impression it was collapsing
yeah.
and flooding.
Right. Yeah, it was as you guys were vacating.
How did you escape? Did you escape out this portal that we just came through somehow?
We went to the Underdark.
They swam
That's right.
down
That's
through the basement layer. You can swim down past the shipwreck and
To the Minotaur
into
lair.
a gorge there. That's where Nod came from. Nod was trying to get to the surface, and he ended up having to go back down to get up. But
Yeah, we went to the outer door at the base of the tower and into the Underdark, I think.
so with Saharn's fate here, he is still in the prime material plane. That's a good thing. I can assure you there is a outcome where that isn't the case. No one's rolled it, thankfully. But in this case, it is going to be a random location. So for
So he does have astonishing fortunes to theoretically.
right.
He does. So Wayne he's role playing that he's disappeared.
Yeah.
And is there a portal there for him to turn around and just come back?
Not
That's the
in
question.
this
I
case,
think you called it.
in
with
this
the
case, it
astonishing
feels like
fortune.
no. It feels like they're being diverted. They're being like dropped somewhere that's unconnected to the portals. So in
Yeah,
his
they're tied to alignment. Even some of them. It's
yeah, some of
interesting.
these are tied to alignment. So in his case, what I'm gonna end up doing is I will roll a latitude and longitude roll and pluck
Oof.
him on the map of Faerun wherever my roll
wow.
drops it. And then he can decide
Just-
if he wants to use his astonishing fortune or not. So how about I do that while we're waiting?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Summon
Does-
as 10.
Does Bart feel anything while this is happening? Because I know he said a few cryptic things about the portal before all ended up
Yeah, so
jumping
like-
through.
I never would have thought Sahar was a coward, and Braun, he seems the most stalwart of all of our new friends. What's going on?
All right, I'm gonna make a table real quick for him to roll on instead. This will be
It's more fun that way. If you get to click it. It's so weird that's a thing, but it's true.
I see the sailors came and got the coins, brought them into the coral chest that we brought down into the room 1. So I have to trail to wherever we reconvened in the place before. I'm digging to find out how much money is actually still left in here.
He's got
My
notes
question
on
is-
all of the missed connections. Loot.
We left
I
this
love it.
here with that there.
There was 20 some odd thousand coins. Nod picked up 5,000
Yeah.
and then the sailors were putting the rest in coral chests. I remember the 5,000. That's all about those the lesser scrolls, the stone to flesh.
Yeah, and then there was more chests left in the Underdark.
Yeah.
So you guys
there's
have
another one
left
in the Underdark.
chests of coin in your trail.
We don't.
So
We can get back to the surface, not through the portal.
That's true.
Just take.
We can also take it to Kurza's landing. If we fix the thing, though, I don't know how likely we are going to be attacked. They said they would talk to them.
Lead with a fireball.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe some invisibility. If we walk through invisible, it might be a better idea. Invisibility doesn't disappear.
yeah,
Yeah, really.
Wayne, we've decided that. So if you read the actual thing here, it talks about how you have just been basically put into a random location in the prime material plane, and so therefore I'm going to have you roll a random destination in the Forgotten Realms where your Sahar is going to appear.
Nice. I've been yeeted out of the campaign.
You have absolutely. And this is where I figure you can know this before you use your astonishing fortune, because you guys still have, I don't know, 3?
Molly used one for Shaujr's hit points.
Yeah, I think that might be
And
all. So I
that
think
was
you
it,
still have
right?
4. Yeah,
That's it. We have 4. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll give you this knowledge. That way it helps in. Maybe you end up randomly in a place that's not that inconvenient. I don't know, but let's see. I think you're going to roll. I'm going to make a bigger table. Somehow 20 locations doesn't seem like quite enough.
Should be 1,000.
I don't know if we
How
can
about
do
a
that either, but
D100?
let's
D100. I don't know.
yeah, it is going to be a D100. Go ahead and do a D100 whenever you're ready, sir.
You're coming up.
D8 and D8 to give
And
a
I'm not going
direction
to have
and
it as a
3
table.
zeros
I'm just going to wait
for
for the
distance.
35.
All right, I'm still waiting for it to print the all of the options here. It's not going to be Watergate or Waterdeep, I meant, or Baldur's Gate. I was trying to say both at once.
What about Procampur?
It hasn't come up with Procampur yet. Let's see. Oh my goodness. What? Wow, it's getting. That's crazy. Okay, that's crazy.
We're hit number 35.
Yeah, okay. All right, so you end up standing in a dark layer as you appear. You don't see any of your companions, and you're standing in a what feels like a cave that you're not familiar with immediately. You could try to do like a wisdom check here or something else to see if you can read the location, but you feel like you're definitely underground in some type of cave at the moment.
Say, did he not want a fortune?
He's in the Knoll Caves, north of Procampur.
Yeah,
That would be
and
fun.
this is really this is where we'll put it back on you after this to decide what you want to do with your fortune. Given that you've landed in this spot and given it a quick read. Let's see, wisdom. Okay, successful. So
By a mile.
you definitely think you're somewhere that you haven't been before, for one. So it's not a familiar place. After a closer look, you think that you're probably closer to the west coast of Faerun somewhere right now. Like, you just get a general feeling from some of the things that you're seeing in this dungeon around you that this cave just winds and has different things in it that don't look familiar to the areas that you've traveled and seem more western.
I'm ready to use an astonishing fortune. How's
So
that?
it teleported him to the Tomb of Horrors.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you where it is after. I'll tell you where it is after we figure out where
Take
you're
a
really
step.
going. Now that you're going to use a fortune, so
From one lich to another, no thanks, man. Not a 6-level cleric on my own. Are you nuts?
It's navigating
Ooh,
through the
okay.
tomb. It's not impossible.
All right.
Recorded.
In this case,
Holy.
you've ended up losing max HP, and you lose 1 additional HP on top of that. So I think for you, you're level 6, so you'll lose 7 hit points from your maximum hit points. But
aligned.
you will
Man.
appear, however, and see some familiar faces in this case. You will see your peers in the room, and the portal is hidden as you exit it. It does not glow.
This is permanent, right? Yeah. All right. I now have 29 max hit points. Awesome.
Yeah,
Ouch.
yeah, not so great.
Oh, not so
Oh.
great. Not so great at all.
There,
Okay.
I think there were some worse outcomes that you all didn't get. So I actually think
Wow.
I'm gonna say I think like you probably did all right there. Only using 1 astonishing fortune for all of those people to travel through is not bad. Now you did sacrifice one of your
Wow.
newly found
Just throw the dwarf away.
dwarf.
well,
Yeah, the
So we
dwarf.
would-
You guys just don't want a dwarf in this party. I don't know why.
we
Don't
we
know.
did
That's
end up.
too bad because I was looking forward to having a dwarf around.
Yeah, me too.
Well-
Nod does too. He speaks dwarf.
Shaujr is probably hearing you guys all talk about the malaise that you're experiencing from the portal. He's probably like getting a weird sense of confidence because I rolled lucky and it didn't affect me as I didn't have any magic. So he thinks maybe like his magic tattoos, that he has tattoos that are supposed to protect him from magic, right? That's how his wizard slayer
Oh yeah.
thing works.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
right.
probably thinks that
He's-
maybe they're protect him. So in the future, he might be more willing to go through a portal.
Excellent.
That's good.
Yay,
Yeah,
I'm
like
not
you
the
feel,
person with
you
the
feel
lowest hit
protected.
points anymore.
It didn't do anything to me. I must be
What?
immune.
Let me ask you this just The wand of mirror images got emptied because of the portal travel, and it is rechargeable. How do you recharge it? Is it casting mirror images on it, or is it other magical means?
That's a good question. I think that it is recharging requires to charge the spell into it, but I don't remember the exact. Let's see.
Yeah, the reason I was asking is because it's either I give it to Shaujr to break because now it's just a piece of wood, or it's
Okay. No,
or
no, it's
Mhm.
not rechargeable. Yeah, so unfortunately, it's just a stick. Unfortunately.
It's still a magical stick with no charges, maybe because
Um,
it can still be recharged, right?
no, it can't be recharged. This particular thing can't be recharged.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Most wands
I'll
can.
I'll give it to Shaujr. Hey, Shaujr, you want to break this thing?
I'll break it all.
It
There you
Yeah,
used to be
go.
magic.
bring it on. Let me see.
Yeah,
I
and I'll
detect
hand you
magic
this.
on it.
It
I detect magic on
Oh,
it.
I
has
guess so.
any
Yeah, I'll give it to
maybe a
you. It has a
3?
little bit of magic in it, but it's yeah, not much. Oh my goodness, you rolled a 1?
I totally succeeded.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. You snapped this thing clean, just perfectly through.
The roll was to detect magic, but yeah, I
Okay.
just
You know what? In
yeah,
that case, you in the same motion, you see the magic and snap it.
and I get a satisfaction from that.
Yeah, exactly. You've permanently disabled this thing, or at least seen its final use.
XP.
For the others, though, you guys have all arrived. You're missing now just the one. You really wouldn't know much about what happened to him, right? Other than Sahar would say, he went in before me, and yet he didn't appear. So,
Well, maybe he's somewhere else here in this
yeah,
town.
he's randomly, you know what? Who wants to roll a percentile and we'll see where he ended up?
Who had control?
My NPC.
Shaujr?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Did I roll?
Yeah, let Molly roll.
Yeah, and we'll
He was
see
under
where he ended. There's some interesting things on here for sure.
63.
Okay, in this case, he is going to end up. He might be the only dwarf in the jungle, as he has now appeared in Chalt,
Oh
which
my.
which is dinosaur land in the south of Forgotten Realms. So best of luck to him. Maybe we have a side campaign one day and we decide Braun and Chalt and decide what happens to him. But that's where he's ended up.
Yeah. While we were on break, Jamie, I don't know if you heard, but Bart was like, he's going to turn into an enemy that's going to come after us.
Don't give me any
He's writing
ideas.
it down. Yeah, so he's writing it down now. Thanks,
Yeah,
Mom.
yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, really.
BBEG. Braun left him to die in Cholt. Now he rides velociraptors.
I should note I did warn them that it wasn't safe either way.
Yeah, so the good news is he's technically not dead. He just has to fend for himself in the middle of a jungle, being probably the only dwarf within hundreds of miles.
Yeah, assimilate into
But
a culture he has nothing
it's
about.
But at least he has a
as
weapon.
as I say, like no one really knows. So maybe you think he's somewhere else here in the tower temporarily. That might be what some of the other hirelings or companions are saying. They're holding out hope. Maybe we find him up
Yeah.
ahead. But in the
Just
meantime,
for morale's
yeah,
purpose, we would want to keep
Or he
looking
was
for him.
delayed in time somehow.
you can't really assume the worst because you all got here in fairly one piece. After a few moments, you guys do notice a few things. I guess I'll have everybody go ahead and roll a wisdom check here, and we'll see who all notices what.
Also, sorry, I had to pop out there for a second, but
Yeah, no problem. So some big
I guess
successes.
just on an off note, Nod would have mentioned that one character, the magical entity that is in the cell next to us at some point too. To everybody going through, hey, don't wander too far. There's something over there.
I aced it, bro. That one.
So yeah, you and Bart, both Sahar and Bart, notice or get a sense that there is something moving around in the room to your right across the hallway here, and it's well lit. Like you can see light coming from that room as well. You hear some light movement further down the hall as well, like some echoing footsteps that seem to be coming from way further down the hall. And then on the left, in one of the cells to the left, you believe you hear like some coughing over the course of the 20 minutes or 15 minutes or so that some of you have been standing here. That's a list of the things you would have observed now. And Nod has decided to make an opening here, and he's bent the bars enough that any of you can sneak through this should you choose to do. For the others, I think I'm just going to say, or we'll make it known, someone's probably said something by now, that you would recognize this place and recognize this as being the Tower of Varodis.
Yeah,
So the fiend has returned to his lair.
seems
Well,
we've
not
drawn
necessarily.
back.
It could have been set here as a trap because it goes straight to the dungeon.
That's true.
So it seems like they left the portal open to do exactly what it did, send us off to Nowhere Land. And they used a different method or had control of the portal to send them somewhere specific.
Bart mentioned that we would find Verdis here, or had a chance of finding Verdis here, so...
Yeah. So the question
Yeah, and the Lady
is,
of Mist hasn't failed us yet, and it was a misty
Who's,
time.
like, Bart might peek out through the bars that's at the Nod Bend and look into the cells.
Don't look at it, look at the floor.
Look at the floor.
Yes, just in case.
Where do you want
Do
where'd you want
you not remember Tornuk? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh.
He
with
brings up
the-
a great point. Yeah, keep your eyes, don't look anything in the eyes. Don't look eye level.
use a mirror?
I guess he'll take that into account a little bit and try and look at towards the bottom to see if he can observe the feet of whoever's in the cells to the right and left of us. Assuming that if someone's locked up here, they could potentially be an ally. But
Yeah, go ahead. You can give that a check to see what you can tell. We'll just take wisdom again for that. Okay. Yeah, you can Bart like peek over there and see a little bit of motion, and make an intelligence check as well, please.
this might not be so well. Oh, or it could be okay.
So you detect after a second that this creature is actually like a construct that you've seen before in the Tower of Oghma. It appears to be the creature Archivist, who was in charge of indexing the books and keeping the books in order and being a
Like,
sort
the
of
same, like intellect-wise, the same creature.
No, it operated on behalf. It was like a servant. So
Okay.
it really didn't have its own intelligence. It was more like an unseen servant. The way
Why
in
is
which it
locked up
acted.
here? Yeah, that's. I guess Bart might look back towards Nod since we've been for a while and describe what
We
he's
could
seen.
use it to carry all the cash.
Be confused, like why some kind of servant like that, which is basically a robot or something you can command to do stuff, would be locked up.
I'm assuming this portal is how the evil priest who's been corrupted by Verdis, or this crown, has brought all this stuff here, the people in the cells, the books. I'm assuming he cleaned it out, right? He didn't clean it out through the city, people wouldn't notice. He cleaned it out via, I'm assuming, this portal. And
Yeah, you definitely start to get a sense that this would have been a one-way street, probably. Particularly given the effect that you're getting when you go through the portal. But yeah, I think after a few moments, you guys can investigate further, and I'll give you a different image here. But basically, you
I know
look
there's
in and see inside of one of these cells that Archivist is actually actively burning these books. There's many books in the cell that he's in, and he's slowly, methodically piling the books and feeding them one at a time every so many minutes, and just keeping the fire going inside of this area next to your cell.
Can we tell him to stop? Or can we attempt to tell him to stop that?
I think he would pretty much ignore you and continue his business, his programmed action, as you will. mindless. If you remember ever interacting with him, he's just programmed to do a task or a couple of tasks and doesn't really have much of a thought beyond that.
So he's been taken from the Oghma temple. Oh, because of course the priest is corrupted and brought him.
Someone with authority has given him a task.
I'm assuming the crazy priest. Is there any way you can stuff the rest of these books into your pockets to not destroy all this knowledge, Kurza?
I'm sure we can take some of it.
Or maybe put out the fire is
Oh,
another.
my
Let's
goodness.
toss him in the fire.
Or toss him back through the portal.
Yeah, I guess that is the question is how do you want to slow him down or obstruct him from proceeding to burn the books?
What
So
happens
you
if we just grab his arm?
You
Yeah,
have
you-
to do it. Find out.
Maybe Sahar puts out the fire with the water cup. And Shaujr tries to restrain him so he doesn't burn more books until we put out the fire. Say, I feel like we should not burn all this knowledge. I remember the priest lady claiming that they want to try to preserve as much knowledge as they could.
Sounds
Absolutely.
fair enough.
Yeah.
Sahar breaks out the water cup, and all of you protect me if it attacks.
Yeah, so you notice and you remember from the way it behaved before that it does not combat. It does not do combat. It just does tasks and is therefore not really paying attention to you. It's doing its thing. And as you pour the water on it, Sahar, it will maybe grab another book and see about putting the book on the place where the fire went out, thinking that will bring the fire back because it doesn't even know how the fire works. It's just told to put a book in there every so often when the fire gets low. And so after a while, if you continue to pour that water, you can put that fire out for the most part, and you will see that he'll just continue to every few minutes pick up a book and set it there more frequently now that you've put the fire out, thinking that it's going to bring the fire back. Seemingly doesn't really know how to light a fire or anything beyond feed the fire. Yeah, you feel like you have obstructed him for the most part. And you can get a closer look at some of these books. These would just...
I'll reach in and grab the books.
Star
I'll
here.
just grab the books. I'll grab all the books and just push them out.
So the cells, some of the cells are completely filled with books in this area. And in the room that this thing is in, there are currently... You guys have put this out quickly, but the current books that it is burning happen to be books about... I guess these would be books about the Western region, actually. So more like books about Waterdeep in that area are like the current ones they're burning. So they're doing it in a certain order, like they're feeding it through in a certain order and burning these things in a certain order, very programmatically through this construct, who is now thoroughly confused.
Is there an empty cell we can stuff him in?
The one you came from, you could bend the bars back. As far as he couldn't very likely bend the bars, but
Let alone comprehend how to move it or why he should.
I guess it can't do any harm unless someone comes back and relights the fire.
yeah, that's your read on it, is that he's not going to accidentally figure out how to light the fire. And if you've put this thing out well enough, then, and really put the coals of the fire out, then he's just going to feed the fire every so many minutes and eventually have books pouring out of the fireplace with no progress. So but yeah, in several of these other cells, like on the left, the one directly across from this one, it's just stacked with books. All
Did you
things
say
that would have
that-
been removed from the temple.
You
Do
also
they
mentioned there was
appear-
coughing somewhere. This thing wouldn't have been coughing, so there should be something.
It was like opposite
Yeah.
of this cell, right? Because there's one to the right and one to the left.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
something.
Is there a different sentient being perhaps that actually has?
Yeah, so if you guys want to adventure further up, let me see if I have the map ready that we can use. I had an image too I wanted to put on here. Let's see.
I'm wondering if there's a section of books on anything that might be of value to us directly.
Yeah, I was recommending taking some of the books, but I'm not going to fight for it. We
I'll
protected them
grab a
enough.
stack of books and
I
throw it
mean-
back through the portal.
That would take a certain number of turns in game to
The question
go
that
through
comes to
these
mind
books.
is, like, if we're in Verdis's tower and Verdis wants to destroy knowledge, like what is
Things that
trying to
aren't
be-
useful.
What's trying to be
him.
hidden? Yeah, what's trying to be hidden from us, or from the world in general?
I'm assuming they were just getting rid of anything that wasn't useful. They're looking for specific knowledge. That's why they were hiring and bringing books in, which I said knowledge in general. But for example, the other tower that we came from, they were trading slaves for books on knowledge, and they weren't
Sure.
any specific books, but whatever they did, that was
Is
the ones
is
they
it a
kept.
matter of is it a
They
matter
were
of
looking for
cleaning
something
up
specific.
trash
Right.
they don't want? Which, why would they do that? That just seems like a lot of extra work, or
That's why they're having the construct that
Or a
doesn't
matter-
matter to it.
a matter of trying to hide stuff. I guess would be.
Could be both.
Trying to get
Could be
the
both.
map set up. 1 second.
I just want to take a small stack of books and try and throw it back through the portal to see what happens. You
They
know,
will
if it's
fall
They'll end up
to the
in shelf.
floor.
They'll end up in
If
shelf.
you try to throw any object into the portal, it does not seem to be affected by the portal.
In the case they're trying to hide stuff, presumably, is there anything in these books that might give us some history or background into either Verdis or any of the other liches we're trying to confront?
A lot of books to look through.
'Cause-
Yeah,
Because
you-
this
you
this
have
could go
to take a
back.
bit of time
This
to
could go back
go
really
through.
far into history. Like, that's not a short process.
So I'm
If
gonna
they've
try
been
to move us over
collecting
to the
things
map.
to try and disguise it from us, or
Let me
Yeah, I don't think
know
it's
what, if anything, you guys can see. And I don't know if I've got everybody's token on here or not. These are old tokens also, so they probably have. I'm going to try to fix the lighting issue with some of them.
looks
where
like
did
an
we
ink.
come in on where's the portal? Oh, that's the portal. Okay.
Yeah, limited field of vision I'm
So-
trying to remove. Let's see.
So the question would be, where is the other guy? Our friendly
think-
neighborhood book burner.
Sahar's might be okay. All
I
right,
think
everybody should be good.
you're on the bottom floor.
Is that here?
Yeah,
No,
so
we're like on the second floor, aren't we?
this is on the second floor. Yeah, this would be on the second floor of the tower, from what you all remember. Given there is a level
Bottomless.
below that you went to where you jumped off and swam into the water. But yeah, like ground floor where you all entered, you're one floor above that. And this would have been the Yugoloth layer where you
Yeah.
fought it and killed it. But on this side is where the book burning is going on, is to your left,
okay.
actually. And then the coughing that you heard was coming from this way down the hall, on the other side of the hall. And yeah, as you guys can leave, obviously, that area now and see in this area, these doors are closed. So you'll have to check the doors as you go to each area, or bend the door or whatever when you get to each area. Yeah, you guys really left a mess here when we were here before.
That's what we do.
Yep. There's quite a few things on here that are bringing back memories now that I see it. Okay, so
It's not our house, man, so we don't care.
I'm going to put our archivist here in the room as well, just to note that he's there. And where was he?
Here?
Right here. He's actually in this
Somewhere
room down at the end.
Oh yeah, I can see his feet.
Yeah, so he's in there, but he's been put off of his task from the water on the fire. What are you all thinking now?
Go noise.
Yeah,
Okay, so
I
You'll
guess if
need-
there's allies here, like, we should
Yep.
suss them out.
you'll need to unlock or bend the bars on this gate here to get out into the open area that connects you over to the side where the coughing comes from, because the coughing's coming from over here, and you have a gate. These are gates, like you can see through them clearly and hear through them and everything else, but you'll have
So if
to
we look back at the bars that not already busted and then glance towards the ones that are restricting us.
Yeah, this one needs to be busted still. This one's busted. This one's just open over here. It wasn't locked.
Darn, I failed.
Yeah,
2%.
then the Minotaur.
Did you make
Then the
a
Minotaur.
Ben Bar lift gates? Oh, look at that. Oh, 2%.
2%.
Awesome.
Like, yeah, you're double that, Bart. You might want to.
Sure, why not? Where's that at? Is it under info?
It's on your abilities. Yeah,
Attributes
it's the last
Okay.
under strength
Player's
line,
option.
the last box.
or standard
Oh,
attributes.
Oh, I
there's a
never
little dice
realized
there.
there's
Yep,
little dice
there you go.
there.
I got.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I got double that 4%. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh my
You're
goodness.
strong.
All right.
So we're
Let me
making a
try.
show of it.
Are you just
the
setting up,
prison barter.
Nod for the last time.
Alternatively, we can go through the other hallway the other direction.
We,
Well,
we thought
not
maybe the bars were weak after Nod bent them earlier so easily. It turns out they're not.
Well, this is different than where Nod bent them. Nod bent these ones here, so these ones are bent. Yeah, this one you can go in and out of, no problem. This door right here.
Is there bars on this?
Yeah, there's
little-
bars on this section right here, so you can roll to bend those. Those are the
There's
ones we're
bars here,
rolling
too.
for. Shaujr has a pretty good chance, but failed also to bend them.
oh,
What happened to Bart or Brain?
I was getting water. I'm here now.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, we threw a task for Nod out there right when you left.
We've all been pulling on straight up iron and failing to.
Yeah, no, Nod's over here like cheerleading. Y'all got this. Come on, lift with your backs or pull with your backs. I'm
But
seeing
one-
everybody fail. Who? Oh yeah, go ahead, just go, Sahar. You too.
I have
They got a week for you.
1% faith.
Do it.
I've seen a couple of ones tonight.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
never know.
No,
You-
okay, no.
I don't know. You might need a fortune that. No,
We could.
no,
We only got 20 minutes left. We could use our fortune here. And then
no.
we'll
No,
get
we'll
in
go over
combat.
there.
No.
And give it a good old college try. And oh, look, you got it so weak. Good job, Sahar.
Wow.
There.
It's
there
only
you-
because we weakened.
Does it make a
Exactly.
squeaky noise or something, or like some kind of grinding sound? What?
I
Like
don't
we all
think
stepped
it
up
would
and
make,
just
yeah,
nothing,
maybe a little bit
so-
of a squeaking sound as it bends, but nothing too loud actually. It's pretty thick.
Like Sears, like 95%.
Yeah, I know. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
I think naturally he had like a 20 strength, and he got something else that bumped his strength up a little bit.
Nice,
so.
yeah. It's kind of hilarious. We're all just pulling on this, and you just walk up and, what's wrong with you guys? Just
So
open it up.
the direction of the coughing that you heard is in this cell over here. So again, you have another bar in front of you if you want to go through the same exercise, or if you just want
Is
to
it
get
like?
your best.
Can we see anything into it? or
You
just- we have to
see
open
Yeah,
it?
several.
look first.
It's basically like a holding cell area. So there's 4 holding cells, just like your area. There's quadrants on this floor that have holding cells in them, and you guys appeared in one of them, one that was familiar, but the one that was over here, you can't see anything like wandering around in the open area. The coughing sounds like it came from one of the cells inside of it.
Bart's not going to try to open.
But at
any
this
more
point,
bars, 'cause he
also
looks silly at this point. So it's-
go ahead and roll wisdom checks here, because after stepping out into this hallway, the footsteps that you had heard previously, you're gonna hear them again. And Kurza, yeah, it sounds like there's footsteps coming from the north that have changed direction. They seemed like they were moving away from you originally as you were coming out into this hallway, and now
Oh, time to
they
get back in
definitely
the
appear
hall.
like they're coming back in your direction.
It's coming our way, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Do we have any light sources? No.
I think the magical, some Bart and Shaujr have
Better.
magical light.
just the continual light bubbles, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there any natural light in this area?
No, not in the hallway. The only light is coming from I guess there's no more light coming from the fireplace.
I suggest we step out in the hall and wait for it to greet it. We have more room out here to move rather than be stuck in this little hallway.
Yeah, so that's the question. Are you guys filing out of the portal area and into the hallway now, where
Sahar
Nod
will.
is, or are you staying back in the holding cell area?
I'm feeling squishy, so I'm gonna go right there.
Stay on the edge. How about Shaujr and Bart?
Bart's curious about what's going on in here. That he'll file out behind.
It's the noise. Sorry.
This
Yeah.
this one has books in
Oh.
it, Bart. If you do file out here, this is the one of the cells that has books.
What about this one over here?
This one has
What does that have?
books, and then this one has your fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was thinking about getting out into the hallway in general, actually.
Okay, yeah. All right, so it looks like everybody but Kurza is going to step out there as you hear these steps approaching. Is anyone else doing anything, preparing anything as the steps appear like they're going to get close enough that you might see something? So I offer that first.
Nod is going to attempt to hide in shadows.
Yeah.
In a
Anybody
hallway
else
where we're
anything?
standing with light sources.
Which direction?
That's why he
is it?
said he's attempting. Attempting.
Yeah.
Aha!
North.
Didn't say he's doing it well, just attempting.
Quick, hide behind the aquatic elf. They'll never see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
sticking
get
out past your head.
behind me, and I'll just raise up my new shield. I got a
Right.
shield
Yeah.
at the safe
I'm
house.
like-
Bart's trying to squint to see what's coming down the
All
hallway.
right. So I think then we're going to go ahead and roll initiative because you're going to see a creature turn the corner here and appear before you. So let's see if I can show it to you.
It's running right after me.
This is the creature that you see turn the corner.
Oh, man.
It is a undead appearing warrior wearing half plate, carrying a bent longsword. And yeah, it's now moving in your direction and has turned that corner. So
Okay.
let's go into initiative. Where is our turn order? Come
Oh.
on. There we go.
I intend to turn undead. That's my intention for this round.
Okay.
How far away is he? I don't think that we're gridded up exactly, which is fine.
I think these are like 5-foot squares.
Yeah, I guess these aren't correctly. Yeah, these should be 5 foot.
So it's like
Warnock
30
with his
30
brand new
feet away.
battle axe.
Is that enough? Close enough? Is that far enough to charge him?
Let me see if I can fix that real quick. Oh, we got Tornuk getting big here on us. Hold on.
He ate a mushroom.
Okay, there we go. No, I think I still need to fix the distance. 1 second.
All right.
All right, that might be better.
What's an augman? Is that a particular?
That's a great
country?
point, is that this appears to be, this creature that you saw, the human warrior, appears to be like a warrior of Oghma, someone who would have previously been at the temple, protecting the temple. He's not working here. He's taking a new job over here, patrolling the hallways, and that's what you would see. He's wearing tattered Oghma robes at this point. So
Does he look like he's recently passed?
yeah, I would
Like-
say he looks like he's been freshly converted for sure. Let's see. So
Yeah.
we've got 1, 2, 3. How about are you going to have your NPCs or not? I don't know what to call them. Your followers engage. I guess the followers is the
Hirelings.
No, I think it's a bad idea,
have them
guys.
stay
Actually,
back and hide. Okay.
I would hand Varn I have a moderate potion of healing. I would hand it to him and say, "Keep this in case one of us should fall, and if you feel brave and stalwart,
Okay.
get it to him."
Okay. That's a good thing.
Sure.
I'll move
I should clarify though. Are we? Because I might be confused in my other game. Where they like you can give someone a potion. Is that our table rules?
Yeah,
Like, if
yeah.
you're- yeah.
Uh-huh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. If they're like
Absolutely.
knocked out, you can.
Yeah,
okay. Just
absolutely.
making sure. I wasn't sure. Couldn't remember. But.
I'm gonna put Varn in the portal
Right, nice.
room and Sereni in the portal room, so they'll be hanging back, kind of making sure no one comes up from behind you. And all right, I think that's good. So Nalara needs to be in there as well. All right, I've got them in there. Everybody else has rolled initiative, so I think we're good. I think.
Actually, I didn't roll. I just wanted to clarify. Is he far enough that I could charge at him with my shield? I want to like shield bash, do a charging shield bash.
How much distance is that? The charging shield bash.
I mean, it's just charging.
So this should be right now. This should be pretty good. Let's see, 110. Yeah, this is pretty close. We'll use the measurements as they are on here now.
Okay, so I get a -2
Okay.
to my initiative. That's why I wanted to clarify.
Gotcha.
Just charging.
All right, and he is. Oops. Okay. All right, so Sahar, you may attempt your turn undead here.
Oh, wow, he's got a turn undead.
I guess, as a 7th level cleric. Let me find that.
Good deal.
Or actually
Let's
8th
see.
level.
Yeah, I'm just looking at here.
It should be at the top, the DM screen or monster. No, there's a turning tab. That's right. There's a turning tab.
Yeah. Why not see? Am I an idiot?
It's after rogue. Info, attributes, weapon, rogue, turning before proficiencies.
Beautiful.
And then it should just be what? Turn attempt? And then that should roll your die 20. And then from there, you just have to look at your chart as a 7th level priest. Yep.
8th level.
8th level priest.
Yeah,
And you
the
rolled
item
a
cast says at
6.
8th level. Yeah.
Yep.
He channels a portion of Valkyrie's power. Turn undead with a roll of 6.
He can, at an 8th, he can do gas. 6-hit dice, or no, not quite 6-hit dice. So it's 5-hit dice monsters. He turns 5-hit dice monsters.
So unfortunately, this thing seems to
1
be a little
second.
bit more powerful than your ability to
Back.
turn. So that will mean it is now Kurza's turn.
Great
As
fun.
you may not know exactly what's out there. Something's out there.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Is it more of a zombie or a skeleton in appearance?
Probably more skeletal in appearance.
I guess we do this. What is it? I guess it's all manual, so to speak. So let's do that wonderful. I guess we'll step there and say, oh, there he is. And let's see, we need magic missile.
Okay. All right. A couple of missiles come flying out of the doorway
All right.
and do 10 points of damage. Got it. Okay.
Oh,
Three little purple explosions in his face.
Got it. Okay. And HP. Here we go. All right. Couple explosions go off here in the hallway as Kurza has fired magic missile down the hallway, lighting the place up. Our warrior, who is now standing at the end of the hallway on the receiving end of that, is not looking too pleased and is going to approach and charge in here towards Shaujr. So it is going to step forward and swing. Let's see. Looks like a bad roll here, so it is going to miss on that roll. If that's right. Let's see. AC of 10. It rolled a... Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I was just making sure the macro was right. So yeah, it swings at you, Shaujr, and misses you not narrowly, pretty badly actually, with its longsword. And it is now Bart's turn.
So I think Bart's wielding his newly identified mace of spell warning, which probably doesn't take any effect if nothing's being directly targeted at him magic-wise, but it is a +1 implement. I feel like hitting
Okay.
AC 8 is probably not going to hit it.
Yeah, I think given the positioning, it might be pretty hard getting through all of this to try to get a shot off with a melee shot. You're going to have to push someone out of the way to get into position to hit it. Do you still want to do that?
Just rolling it above people's heads, trying to look menacing maybe, instead of actually doing anything useful. Yeah.
You can nudge your way in there. I'm just saying that it's a clogged hallway, so not everyone's going to be able to reach it with a melee weapon this turn, probably.
Right. Yeah, I don't have much to throw about, so I think
Okay.
he's still
All
just
right.
gonna.
Yeah, so why don't we move you forward
Maybe-
then a little bit so you're like within reach,
Sure.
and then yeah. So
Couldn't find an
now
opening, perhaps, but
let's see, AC 8. That unfortunately will miss him. But you're on the front line now. All right, I think Tornuk would be next.
Yeah. I think Tornuk is going to do that same thing. Just move up here, or no, Shaujr is the hallway blocked
Yeah,
at
you
this
could
point.
fit in that one square there. Yeah, you could fit up there if you want.
And then Tornuk will give it a go, try out his brand new battle axe.
Okay. Brand new battle axe is fun.
His character sheet's not popping up. Hold on. Maybe it's me. Oh, it is. Okay. Battle axe, he gets 2 swings.
Oh, AC 5, AC 4. The second one will hit.
And so what's Tornuk? Small, medium?
Yep. All right. 7 more damage. Okay. Nicely done, Tornuk. Nod.
Not had a hammer planned, so he is pulling out his like throwing hammer and aiming down that hallway at that thing. And
That will be a hit for sure. 14 damage. All right, big hit to our undead warrior. All right, the Shaujr is next, I believe.
All right. So I did put the shield rush thing in the Discord. It's basically I roll a hit as an irregular attack, and if I succeed, it's a strength check, and one of us is going to fall down. If I miss, I have to make a dex check, or I could wipe out, fall.
Yep, sounds good.
I like the consequences.
I do too.
Yeah, there should be.
That is a hit.
Woohoo! All right, so now it's opposed strength, and you might could just pull. It said you could use save versus paralyzation.
Oh,
but
okay,
then
I'll
how
just
would that
use
work?
that.
How would that work? But how would that work as an opposed strength? So then it's 3.5 per size category plus 1 per hit dice is the strength, is what the text said. Or you could just make up a number.
I have the savings throws for them already generated, but I don't have attributes. I don't have like strength. I could do that real quick. See.
what is
Let's
he? A
see
skeleton?
how well I do first, because it might even be
Oh, I
moot.
love
Okay,
this.
so I succeeded by 2, so it could really come down to what you decide is that number and what he rolls, right?
Okay, yeah. So let's see strength.
Actually, skeleton. They don't get exceptional strength. They're not known to be exceptionally strong, the skeletons.
No.
Typically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I've got a weird thing. My sheet is bigger than my browser
so
window,
what
and I
I'll
can't
do
move
is
it.
I'm gonna have it roll. I'm just gonna have it roll a d6. I'm gonna have it start with a base of 12, and I'll have it roll a d6 and see.
Yeah, that's a good. I
Okay,
like
so
that.
it's
Interesting enough.
14 strength.
I think the skeletons are considered one of the smarter undead.
Yeah.
Though.
So it's
It's
got
kind
a
of
14
interesting.
strength and it rolled a 9, so it beat it by 5.
So it beat me. Yeah. And so I fall down. Yeah, I spill. Like I can't. He's
Yeah,
too
you sold
stalwart.
out
Like
to
smash.
get him. All right.
Maybe I'm like over here or something.
Embraced
Okay.
with them
Oh.
bones.
We'll note that you've fallen over there. All right.
Oh, just rub it in.
The bad back icon. Sahar would be next. You might have a different action in mind this round, Sahar, that would affect your turn order, but go ahead.
Three of my two friends up front, one on the ground.
Yeah, one's just fallen over on the ground. The others are blocking the way.
Yeah, I can't really get into combat, so I think I'm just going to support them by starting a prayer, a chant. And I'm going to boost our morale and saving throws, hit, attack, damage, and saves all get +1 bonus.
All right. Blessed be thy party.
I am chanting, so I'm staying back and just staying in prayer in the background. That's all I'm doing.
Okay. Buffing the
That's
party.
my job. That's my job.
Kurza, you feel the bless spell take effect as this is all unfolding.
I don't want to do another spell, so I feel we can probably take him. And I don't want to do a bow and arrow down this hallway that's still filled with people. So I think I'm going to just watch behind me and make sure we don't get anything coming from this way down here.
All right. Okay, so it is back to the warrior who is now in a target-rich environment. I think I'll have him roll to see who he targets here. So 2, 4. So Tornuk is going to get the target of this attack. And AC 1, I think, would hit Tornuk. Is that true?
I believe so. I think he had hide and his dex, which put him at 3. Yep.
Okay. So he's going to take 5 points of damage from the longsword. And let's see. Yep, that is it. Actually, Urza, you actually may have been onto something because as you turned around in the other direction, you do see another figure appear. And it just reaches
We
the
got
edge.
2.
It just reaches the edge there as the other one is getting hit. So it's looking like it's going to engage next round. And so, Bart, you are next. You might hear Kurza saying, "We got 2."
Bart's still swinging, I guess. Maybe distracted. I guess we'll see. Looking off into the distance. That not. They rolled base.
This is bad depending on what develops here because I'm literally stuck in place because of the action I'm taking.
Yeah. Let's see. My weapon isn't rolling correctly. I'm just not happy about it. Take 18 with a +1 and RD20.
Oh,
Ooh.
That's not gonna hit anything.
no, that's not going to hit.
We'll
Sure.
go with that. Yeah.
You
I
do
don't
still
know why the
have
sheet
what?
wasn't running
3
it.
left, 3 fortune left. Is that where we're at?
Oh, yeah, we do have fortunes.
3.
Roll a fortune, Bart. I think we had 4, and then we rolled another one for Sahar to come back, so that would put us at 3.
Yeah,
I don't know if we used
We are at
another
3.
one.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
right.
So this would be he's swinging with the mace of spell warding, so it might have some interesting things happening if we do it. No, okay, I give up, guys.
No, the dice are so cold. All right.
I don't know why the roll to hit button doesn't work, and the /RD20 is not doing me any favors besides that.
Can you, are you like having your character selected? Do you have your token selected before you roll this?
Oh, yeah, I probably missed that. It popped
Maybe.
up the screen. Whoops. Yep. Yeah, it wanted a submit button. A bunch of those, but
There you go. Yeah, it looks like that's what it is. Let's see. That you didn't
sorry,
adjust
I
in
missed
your
that. But
your 2 and your 4 would have been misses, but before that, unfortunately. But now we know how that
yeah,
works. I
nope,
believe
I had
if
too many
there's
windows open.
yeah, I think then if there's nothing else, I think Tornuk is next.
Yeah, no, he's liking the feel of this battle axe. He's getting the hang of it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's getting the hang of it.
Yes, he
There you
is.
go.
He got two hits with it.
And a
So
natural 20 in
19
there.
damage.
Oh, yeah, the
Nice.
second one, I guess we can roll at the table?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you should. He's hurting pretty good here. Oh, yeah.
second, let's
So
make sure
in
that
this
we're
case,
crushing.
that's actually a really good thing because he's wearing half plate.
So he rolled a 7, so it'd be 14 plus 3, so 17 plus the 9. 26 total. Unless there's any other modifiers you need to do, like skeleton, so half damage from sharp.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Other than that, I'm just double checking to see the crushing blow impact as well. Let's see. Oh, there is. Okay, so no, so you do crush his armor. So he is no longer getting the benefit of his armor.
Awesome. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it just smashes completely as you've hit him with this shot. You've also done double damage still to him, and he is looking very hurt. All right, Tornuk is done. I think Nod is next.
I guess Nod is going to move here. Again, like shaking his head, remembering last time he stepped in front of Kurza and throwing his other hammer
It
that
leaves
he
a
had
mark.
ready.
It leaves a mark. Which one are you aiming at here? You're aiming at
The south.
the new one.
South.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that will connect.
Small, medium.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay. So yeah, the hammer flies down and smacks him, leaving a pretty good mark on him and knocking him backward even as he turned the corner. And let's see. Anything else, Nod?
So that's it. Maybe you pull out my longsword. That would be the next step.
Okay.
Because I think next would be melee, longsword, and shield.
Okay. All right, Shaujr.
All right. So yeah, getting up is a half move, and then I'll attack him with my battle axe.
Okay. That is a hit.
Awesome.
Of course, you can hit him a lot easier now.
I'll help you take him out soon.
8 damage. Okay, he's just hanging on here.
And a shield punch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I still got the shield up.
That's right. This could be the end of it.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah, this could bring him down with the shield
Uh,
punch ending. Finish him.
Bones go everywhere.
Not a lot of damage, probably,
It
but
doesn't. Okay, yeah, that's good. All right, he falls over after the shield punch.
that's for knocking me down.
So this one falls dead, and I think it is now Saharn's turn. Sahar.
I can't move, but hearing what's going on about me, I am just going to continue to chant louder, more earnestly,
All right,
and hoping my friends get around to save our ass.
maintaining the
So-
bless. All right, Kurza.
Let's try releasing a spellfire blast at this guy.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
Never tried it, but let's see what we got. Standard to hit.
+1.
Oh yeah, +1.
Yep, +1.
So I'll just do, I guess it's a ranged attack. Add 1.
All right, the shot hits an AC of 8, so that will not hit him in this case.
Bummer.
Bummer. All right, if there's nothing else, then the warrior is gonna go next, and he is gonna advance down the hallway here and swing at his first targets. So this will be towards Nod, appears. And looks like AC 7, that's gonna be a miss. That is it for the warrior, and we're now to Bart.
I think, yeah, Bart's try.
You sure you don't want to hit the one that fell over now? That you for sure could hit it? You've been swinging at it and missing it. Maybe now you could.
Oh, yeah, it's not dead, right? Yeah, okay.
It's twitch.
Oh, it's dead. It's dead. I take it back.
Oh, okay.
I'm just joking.
Oh, yeah.
Death throw.
It'll hurl out a spiritual hammer, I think, at the one away from him. Maybe.
Okay, this one down
to get
here.
close to it. Yeah.
Spiritual hammer.
Melee.
Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, that won't hit though. AC
So
12.
we've got. Where is it? There's a. Oh, no. Intend to do that. Sorry.
It appeared over next to the construct dude.
Yeah, I was trying to throw a spiritual hammer out here.
Oh, I see you. I
in
see
a-
you. I'll help
in
you
a
out
bad
here.
spot, but yeah.
There we go. I got it down there.
Yeah, maybe somewhere's not next to the actual thing I was trying to hit was the initial thought.
Okay. Yeah, so it's there. It's swinging. It's a part of that battle now, but unfortunately it missed on that first shot. So I think that brings us, if there's nothing else, to Tornuk. Makes his way down the hall.
Yep.
AC.
Gives two good old attacks with his battle axe at this new thing.
Okay.
Stands here in front of Kurza and or beside Nod.
Yeah, so the second shot, that second one will hit. Yep.
So medium.
And that'll do 6 more damage. Okay. All right. I think that is it for Tornuk, and it is now our other Minotaur.
Please smash.
I think Nod can attack and then take a step back.
Okay.
I think he had his long sword ready. That one. Ooh.
Step.
Oh my goodness. You can hit a negative. You can hit like a demon with that hit right there.
That's
was
like,
negative 10 Gs.
That's.
is there a lower AC to hit? That's
I
kind
don't
of
know that there is. Yeah, that's like deity level.
perfect
You know.
Did you nat 20?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
saving throw versus death magic or take double critical. I'll tell you what, they don't have a very good death magic roll, I don't think. Let's see. Critical failure.
Oh, geez.
They fall
Wow.
dead.
Again,
Excellent.
Yeah,
for the
just
second
kinda
time, they're dead because they're
And
undead.
yeah,
unalive. There you go.
and after that, you don't hear any more footsteps for a few moments as this thing falls over dead in the hallway.
And nobody took
Mhm.
any major damage?
I don't think so. I don't think anyone took much.
think so.
Tornuk took a handful. Yeah, Tornuk took 4 or 5 damage. Tornuk took 5 damage.
He's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. He's
Yeah.
Scratch.
rubbing his scratch and popping his shoulder and warming up, being stiff from being in stone for however long.
that's every morning for me.
So you guys find obviously half plate crushed in one case, but in the other case there's a full plate or a full set of half plate. I guess that's not
Excuse me.
right. There's a set of half plate. They both have a long sword that they carry with them as well. And that is really about it as far as notable items that
Any
they're.
holy symbols?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
there-
They do have
Are there any
their.
markings on the bodies?
Yeah, they have Oghma. They're wearing like Oghma robes that are tattered, and you'll see that their Oghma holy symbols have been altered, and they've modified them to where they've carved a face. It seems like the Lich's face has been carved over top of a harp and defaced it. It's definitely disturbing to see how they've become almost a cult around this, and so you would definitely see that amongst his objects as well.
Are they
We should burn
are
these
they
bodies.
magical?
What was that, Chris?
No.
Are the holy symbols magical still?
No, they don't appear to be.
Okay.
Do a
I'll make a
favor.
tracing. I'll make a tracing or a copy of one.
Okay.
So what do I see if I look through the bars of this hallway?
So the hallway has 1, 2, 3 holding cells that would be visible to you. And from what you can tell, the holding cell at the end of the hallway appears to have a figure in there who is now standing and looking down the hallway through the bars at the commotion that you guys are creating.
If I can't see him well with my dark vision, I'm going to take out my continual light stone and hold it through the bar. It's not that far down the hall, is it?
No, it's not terribly far. It's not that far.
Like 30 feet.
Yeah, I think like after a moment you would see that the person that's standing down there appears to be a human who's standing in that cell. They don't immediately look recognizable to you, but you can
Who
see
are
them
you?
there.
No keys on the Ogma guys.
No keys on the Ogma
Nope.
guys.
Oh,
I'm going to call out.
You're gonna call out and say, "Who are you?" in common towards the direction of the person.
Yeah.
So let's see.
It is human, right?
Yeah, it appears to be human. So I'm trying to find the actual person here. My name is Ostrom. Who are you?
I'm Sahar, the priest of Valkur. We've come to face the danger of this tower. What are you doing here?
I have been captured. I would not give in
To what?
to facing
Joining.
our god for this demon.
So they wished you to join a cult?
They more than wished it, friend. And you can see that he's pretty well tortured. Like, he looks pretty well scarred up. as he steps forward. I'm gonna show. He doesn't have. I don't have a great art for him, but I do have one. Let's see.
Is
That's
a
okay.
familiar name or face from the Temple of Oghma that we were in for a couple of days?
I'm just going to call for Nod to see if he can break through this bar door.
So yeah,
Ah,
this is what the gentleman looks like, and yeah, I think he would have been someone you remembered as being one of the people that you greeted you when you first went there and brought you to the Great Library before you met Eliana and before you met Arvin. He was one of those people that worked around the building and was a follower of Ogma, someone who would have been born and raised in Procampur. So certainly way out of his element being here in a cell in this tower. But he got caught up in some things and he must have tried to resist what the others couldn't, and it led him to the cell.
So does he look pretty injured, pretty hurt?
Yeah, he looks like he's not too formidable at the moment. He's just
Can anybody help him? Can anybody help him?
Hey, Nod, would you mind opening the bars, please?
Of course. That 5% chance.
there's always a 5% chance, right? So he's able to
Well,
easily
yeah.
bend the first set of bars and let you all through
Yeah.
that first set, and then there's one more set right here. No, I don't think it's appearing, but if you can roll one more, it will get
Yeah,
you
that's
to their
no
cell.
problem. Oh, baby, the triple.
There it is. There it is.
Oh
Do you
wow!
really
look
have
at
to
that.
use an astonishing fortune at the very end for a Ben Bars lift
1%
gate?
off.
What is it, 2 now?
Yeah, I think that's
Or 1
or
now?
one left, right?
One.
Yeah, 1 left. Yeah.
One
Yep,
left. See,
one
that's
left.
good. That's good that you guys have used them
Yeah,
correctly, I think.
here to be used. Right?
Look at that.
Wow.
Oh my.
Wow.
Wow,
You
that's
guys
so
have
close. Now the
never
dice are just
seen Nod this exhausted before. He can barely bend these bars.
So you didn't wake
Do
up
they,
before
do they
me this time. That's
screech
why.
a lot, or just make a lot of like creaky noises as he's trying to do it?
Yeah, I would say given the strain that he's dealing with, he's doing more grunting than these are making any noise. But yeah, once he bends them and gets them to the point that they bend, they don't make much noise. You can stop or prevent it from breaking or falling or anything like that creates too much noise. Really, the battle that you just had probably was quite a bit of noise, and now it's been quiet for a few moments as you get yourself in here and you free Ostrom. So Ostrom is now
Yeah.
like looking at you like he doesn't know why you freed him because he doesn't know where to go. How do I get out of here? Where do I go? I just want to go home.
Like if he looks injured, Bart will kind of talk to him about the Lady of the Mists and give him some healing. I think
Ah,
we are here to face the evil in the tower, and perhaps you can aid us.
he says he will definitely be grateful for the healing. He doesn't have much to offer other than to say that they will patrol. There will be more patrolling.
The idea of picking his pockets might have crossed my mind for some reason. I have no idea.
how many of them are there that you've seen?
Such a bad Minotaur.
He says that there are 4 warriors.
Well,
There are
now
4
that
warriors, and there is one archivist, and he comes every once in a while to this floor, but not very frequently.
Not accounting for these poor souls here, the ones that we dispatched.
Archivists.
Yeah,
that-
no,
that-
accounting for these 2, there were 4. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, he I think again would want some water, some rations. At this point, he doesn't have really any equipment, so anything that he could grab that's available, he'd probably be willing to at least grab so he's not empty-handed. But he's pretty weak, so he's not going to do much with it other than peace of mind.
Give him a day's rations, and somebody else can give him some water. And
I'm going to move his token out here. Oops, that's not him. Where is he? Here he is. Okay.
We can tell him about the portal and the conditions in Procampur right now. It's really up to him, but he's probably better off staying with us.
So if
Yeah,
you tell him
or-
about the portal, I think he would be very curious about going into the portal.
can hang
It's
out
a
with the
little
rest
dangerous.
with the followers.
For now, he would probably feel safest at least hiding in the room with the other followers. But he would be
Sure.
I think if you want to convince him not to go through the portal, you would have to make some level of effort, meaning a charisma check. Otherwise, he might assume it's a low risk activity and that he wants to go home.
How
Put
did
it
he
in.
get here? How was he transported here?
I was captured by Varodis's minions, who
In the
used to be
temple.
my friends. They used to be the priests that walked our halls, that led our prayers, that helped us gather knowledge from around the realms. But they are now twisted as Arvin is. And they are here.
Uh,
They are all here. I hear their
yeah.
wicked cries through the halls late at night, and their steps as they
Did
monitor
you
and
come?
watch.
Did you come through this portal to get here?
I do not remember.
Oh, so you were unconscious?
I woke up in the cell.
Okay. I'll explain to him that all of us came through but one person, and we don't know what happened to him. And most of us had something taken from us, either physically or mentally, coming through the portal. So if you're going to go through it, it would be definitely at your own risk.
And in theory, we could start collecting people and then take them down into the Underdark and get them to the other portal and get it back to Procampur that way. That would probably be the safer way for them.
Yeah.
In theory.
And we don't
Because
even know if it actually goes back where it came from.
that's true. That's true. That's why, in theory, it's safer to take him the other way, but it's going to be more costly in the fact of giving him water breathing, getting him through the Underdark, getting him to the portal. It's
Yeah.
going to be a little bit more process.
Yeah,
But
I know he wants to get on, but we've got some important work for us. We got to find Arvel.
what happens
Yeah.
if we send them through the portal first and we tell them, hey, we were saved by these people. They're going to come through next. Don't kill them whenever they come through, because last time we checked, it was warded against us,
Mhm.
per se, or
Yeah.
militarized.
Guarded,
Yeah,
perhaps.
Yeah.
guarded against us. So having people come through and vouch for our innocence and what we're doing and might be a benefit, especially since we've already put the scarf in the window and have Oghma captured their temple back.
Yeah, you've turned
Okay.
over the
And-
Yeah, that
Temple of
makes sense.
Oghma. That's true. That's true.
And time is
I-
traveling faster for us as well.
I
Here, yeah.
I think, given that you pleaded with him the most, if you want to make a charisma check, we'll see if he will stay or not. I'll have him do a wisdom check against his wisdom, and we'll see.
Just trying to tell him the risks, and he can make his own choices from there.
He can take the portal and possibly never make it back, or stay and wait with us, stay
Yeah.
with the helpers, and we can eventually get him back.
Oh,
In theory. In theory.
yeah,
But
yeah.
if we
Theory.
live, yeah.
Don't forget about there's
So-
countless unknown dangers between us, and aren't we here to take down a lich?
The rest of the
Ultimately.
way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In theory, we can get him back if we survive long enough. If we get him through the Underdark, through the water, there's a bunch of ifs.
There's a
but
ton of ifs for sure.
there's also a big if that he just won't make it back to. He might go through this portal, teleport to somewhere different, or teleport to, when I say to somewhere, this portal set to the other his tower, not just randomly getting teleported.
Yeah,
You know
there's
what I
only
mean?
a 10% chance you could end up elsewhere.
Yeah. So Kurza, he appears to be barely convinced to stay by your plead, so he is gonna stay for now, but he wants to stay away from the creatures and hold up here in the portal room, so that's what he's gonna opt to do for now. But he believes what you're saying, that it's dangerous to travel through the portal, so he will stay.
And it's
for now.
dangerous to stay.
But he feels at least he can.
low levels.
he can
Yeah,
run
it's better
through
to
it.
stay with the low levels.
Yeah. So he's gonna be babysat right now with the lower level folks in the portal room. What are the others? What are the rest of you thinking as we kind of wind down this session? I know we're getting late, so what would be the next order of thought as you guys approach this and you're on this holding cell floor.
Check the other cells.
Yep,
Yeah,
quickly
d-
check
that-
the others.
Nod wants to go back through and look at everything. All the
Yeah,
chests he didn't get to open, all the loot, all
We
the
still gotta find Braun, so let's check every cell.
That's true, yeah.
Because you did say that there was a lot that we left behind. That was a clue.
Yeah, there was. I don't know if yeah, definitely on some of the higher floors. I think on the top floor you only went in 3 rooms. I think there's
3
8
of like
rooms
8. Yeah.
and you only went in 3. That's really the one that's really probably the most unexplored. I know the
At the
floor
top,
above
yeah.
this also. The 3rd floor where the Madar were, where the Mimic was, where the Drow was. There might have been a couple of doorways and closets in there that weren't completely searched, but that was pretty well searched. It's definitely the top floor, the 4th floor, that was least searched. And the things that you found there were significant. You found the crown, you found Verdis. I don't remember the other room. I think you found like some other magical items and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely above you, there's going to be a lot more of that. So I think what we'll do for this session is we'll pause it here in the midst of your search. You guys can be basically scouring the floor to see if there's any other living creatures here and any other notable items, and that's what we'll pick up on next session. Yeah, I
water
think
moss.
that's the other cool thing too is there's the opening that leads out to the ocean floor that you all had looked out of before is at the bottom, at the south here of this structure now. So you can go back there and look at let's see, let me see if I have the old, here we go.
We fight something there.
This was the old shipwreck. You saw a
There you
few
go.
creatures.
Look there.
Yeah, there were a few creatures swirling about in the waters as you guys swam. This was the old. Look at the old crew here that you guys had. Baden, Renwick, you had Quig, and I can't remember this other
Oh
guy's
my
name.
gosh.
Iliac. You had the servants who are now, they're gone. This was the group that swam the last time we went on this map. You all swam down there. Yeah, you're back at this doorway or at this same window again, looking back down on that. But yeah, I think when we pick up next time, I'll give you more information about what you find in these other cells, and we can talk a little bit more about what you want to do on this level. But
Maybe we can find another cursed item and bring it back to town and screw up things even more. This is our fault, right?
Well
Yeah,
said.
Rinse and repeat.
So,
Rinse and repeat.
So optimistic, yeah.
you could topple entire towns one at a time just by bringing some horrible item there.
Clerical hire. Oh my gosh, she's gonna topple every temple until it's just his left.
Yeah.
Shaujr,
why-
you can
Plan all
destroy
along.
everything.
I think a lot of villages would hate adventurers in D&D, right? Because they just bring trouble. Like
Well,
they bring
yeah.
wealth, but a lot of trouble too.
We have. We've attacked diplomats, torn down city walls.
That's all my fault. I've torn down a major temple.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've
this temple's demise, that's our fault. We brought the crown and gave it to them.
maybe killed a lot of bad stuff, but to get to
Sure.
that,
I'm beginning to think we're cursed. Like wherever we go, things just fall apart.
No, we're just tattooed.
Yeah, you've started to right some of the wrongs of the past. Yeah, so we'll see. You're on the path right now of redemption. You've just got to figure out where Arvin is and if he can be saved or not. And then obviously like restoring the Temple of Oghma is a huge deal. So getting the books back to their rightful place and hopefully making it a Temple of Knowledge again would be another big redemption arc for you guys.
Ultimately, getting it right this time and really killing Verdis.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
big thing. Exterminating the Lich,
Whatever-
ultimately.
Whatever that takes.
Might take a TPK.
Because he killed a Mithra.
He did. That's
He-
true.
he has
Yeah.
to
You owe
die.
him one.
He died.
got a score to sell.
That tale was mostly true, and this one's mostly too. For the sea remembers you, but forgets the lies you knew. Oh, they say we're wanted in Procampur. They say our luck is running out when you get lost in the Underdark. after dark, will anyone hear you shout? Do you ever stop and wonder what's beneath the sea of fallen stars?
Yeah.
We do all at once. Let's get this bastard.
Well,
Folks,
we'll do it again next week if everyone's available. I hope you guys have a nice weekend, and we'll see you again soon.
Thanks, Tim.
thank you.
Okay. Good
All
night.
right,
Thanks,
take care,
Jamie.
y'all.
Good night.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Good night, everybody.